There it goes.
Welcome, travelers of the multiverse. It's Friday, and we're going to play some Magic Arena of the Planeswalker playtest with my buddy here on Hinge Manchild. I'm Mike, Shinobi Mystic, from Mystic Miniatures Forge, and we're going to test Hedron alignment. This is kind of like the third or fourth version that we've been working on for this, and we're still scratching our brains about the ancient technology of Nahiri the Lithomancer and how she was able to align the Hedron network in the first place. Without really proper instructions, we don't know how this actually works. So we're going to try to discover and figure it out ourselves. Yeah, bud. Do you want to take it away? You want to say anything, or?
Oh no, we pretty much got it covered, I think.
About the history. Yeah, so let's talk about the history. So, in the Magic the Gathering, during the world building, when they were building out Zendikar, Richard Witter's, one of the early drawings meant to show the inaccessible architecture than of anything else, featured a central diamond shape, perhaps some sort of gravity cube or hub. At some point, these diamond shapes started creeping into multiple concepts, and they really liked the way that they implied some sort of earlier forgotten civilization, but without directly quoting any sort of actual culture. So they were visually fun and versatile, and then they got the name Hedrons. And then they embraced them as a key visual element of the world of Zendikar, and then they wrote them a shout out in the settings history. So the Hedrons have actually changed. So they were in the world scattered with ruins of ancient civilization. The ruins were implied to be both Hedrons and literal ruin sites, and there are many ruins in Zendikar. That's why it's kind of the world of adventure. But so centuries after they were imprisoned, the Eldrazi Titans tried to break free. It was successful in their sense that the lineages were able to devastate much of Zendikar, enslave the vampires, and create their own form of civilization through what now ruins and sites in Hedrons. In the book, Sorin and Anawan explain the ruins inscribed on the Hedrons were written in ancient Eldrazi, a language of the Titan lineage. Forgotten for thousands of years since their short reign of terror. But if you knew that, give yourself a pat on the back, because forget it, it's all wrong, and they retconned it and changed it up forever. So later they changed it into Nahiri the Lithomancer. She invented the Hedrons to keep the Eldrazi asleep, and only until that modified version where they broke free and Nahiri was the one who repaired the network. Regardless, that old lore was locked into cards like Dreamstone Hedron, Consume the Meek, and Eldrazi Temple, which are very famous and prevalent cards. They show the Hedrons as both Eldrazi tools and belonging to their culture, but the elements like the Hedron superstructures seen in the Rise of Eldrazi arts and set symbol remain in limbo. And they just changed the story. So why were the changes made? Well, similar to the mechanical themes on the settings return, they really were like, well, what worked when we first went to Zendikar? And they really took the most popular and resonating parts of the world building history, like Hedrons, animated lands, and the Eldrazi, and those were the ones that were preserved. And after that, they decided to change all kinds of stuff. So that's kind of the quick.
Unreal.
That's Hedron. So Hedrons are now artifacts created by Nahiri to imprison the Eldrazi Titans. The Hedron network and structures and ruins were supplied by Ugin, and then the third, because it was the three Planeswalkers, and Sorin used his magic to strengthen and support the Hedron network. And that's how they originally imprisoned the Eldrazi, and they basically put like a lock on it that you need three Planeswalkers in the right place at the right time to unlock it. Those collective efforts made mages like Kendrin, the lighthouse at the Seagate, allowed outsiders like Jace to access the information regarding Hedrons and the puzzle of the ley lines. which I think that's what we're having a trouble with, is what is the puzzle of the ley lines and the Hedrons?
That's a whole puzzle, yeah.
And then the other one, Obnixilus has accumulated some knowledge about Hedrons during his term of imprisonment on Zendikar, where he had one lodged in his forehead. Whether this information was helpful or not, we don't necessarily know. So that's the history of Zendikar and the Hedron network. Now we're on roll 20 and trying to assemble our own Hedron network.
Yes, we are, yeah. And actually, I don't think I've ever live streamed any of my playtests with this, so I guess to try and briefly explain, actually I do have it, and if you don't mind, Shinobi, I'm going to talk here. So
no, go ahead,
I have this giant text on screen, which is our movable Hedron abilities draft, and I guess before I even go there, I should stop and look at the map. We've been staring at the map for a while while you were chatting, Shinobi. So I put purple rings around these Hedrons. We got the M for the movable ones and the S for the static ones, which are going to be basically like just terrain pieces, almost like the castle wall. Like it's just like a kind of like a huge ass like line of sight blocker that it doesn't really do anything else other than sit there and look pretty. But with one additional feature, I guess, for these. So for both static and movable Hedrons, I put the purple space here, the purple aura is called, but one of the rules for all of the Hedrons is going to be that you can't summon any of your creatures adjacent to a Hedron. So basically all these purple zones are no-goes for when you're summoning. You can't summon things there. And then on to the real point, right, that Shinobi was talking about. We're trying to figure out how to do a Hedron alignment scenario. So we're basically going to have an army card for these movable Hedrons on the top or on the bottom here with the M's. Where one player, which is going to be me in this case, I think, or actually Shinobi, you could play Chandra if you want. I got ahead of myself. Either way, we're each going to play one of these walkers, and one of us is going to try and push the movable Hedrons onto these two black spaces on the map. That's basically how you align the Hedrons, is how we're taking that. So this is going to be for an army card, which will be used for the movable Hedrons. The abilities are, I mean, they're in large text on the screen. You guys can see them. Feel free to pause the stream or whatever if you need to. I don't really want to sit here and read through these, Shinobi, personally. I guess the important thing I will talk about is push. This is kind of the big thing we're testing. So push says, and these aren't the official ability names, of course, rather just like this is like a reminder name for what we need to make it illicit. I like that word a lot. So at any point while moving, an adjacent figure may push the Hedron. There's 3 of them. They're each going to have their own army card. That's the idea here. So may push this Hedron. To push the Hedron, you move it up to X spaces in a straight line, where X is equal to the adjacent figure's power. And the Hedron, right, each Hedron can only be pushed once per turn. So you can push, in our current iteration, you can push each Hedron once in your turn, like if you have one guy. As Shinobi and I have tested even before the stream, we're realizing that it's completely possible to push all 3 Hedrons with one figure if you have enough move to do it. But we're going to play test it this way just to see if it's as crazy as it appears to be. But on that note, I do want to get started because Shinobi, well, I mean, I'd like to get to bed by midnight, and I'm sure you would too. So it's almost 10:30. Let's get cruising, huh?
Hey. Yeah, I'll be Kiora. Yeah, I'll be the where you are the. I was gonna say you have good terms for all that stuff too. It was the
aligner versus the interceptor.
The aligner, interceptor, yeah.
So you're gonna be the interceptor.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes, the idea is there's 3 movable Hedrons. They are destructible. I guess I didn't write that down. Shinobi, and just for you to know, we currently, I think we have them at 3 life, 3 toughness, which is kind of hard to kill, honestly, but that's just where they're going to be.
That's too crazy.
Because the thing is, right, you kill 2 of them, you win the game. So Shinobi, if you're going to be Kiora, Shinobi's job is to kill 2 out of the 3 Hedrons. My job is to get 2 out of the 3 on these black spaces.
And for you folks at home, the only Hedrons that we can really interact with are the movable ones, not the static ones. Those ones, they're actually, it's supposed to be interlocked into the board.
Yep.
I'm 3D printing some prototypes and some neat miniatures, so we'll have that stuff kind of in the upcoming weeks or whatever. So.
Months. At the rate it's going, it's probably
I'm actually 3D printing them right after this.
So. Oh, that's true. You're right. Oh crap! Yo, get a YouTube video.
Painted miniatures in months.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
it's fun.
Oh, and one other rule I think I'd like to talk to you about, because I think I personally want to implement this, and we can decide if it's too broken after the fact. If, let's say I do push one of the Hedrons onto the alignment point, I think what I'd like to do as a rule is to say you can't push it off of there, like you can't push it back off, but you can still destroy it if you wish. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I would say that the ley line energy of the mana of the world
would keep it in place.
Is keeping it in place. Yeah.
But I would think, in my opinion, I think you can still destroy it.
It up though, that seems crazy. Yeah, it's like, oh no, there goes my win condition. Like, I don't know. Very interesting.
We'll see, right? Yeah, we're literally like test driving this almost blind.
Yeah.
Almost blind. But anyway, let's just roll the d20, man. I'm ready to get started. But yeah, so that'll be the rule. Any Hedron that gets on the delivery point, you can't push it off. But
yeah.
Hey, I need to zoom in. But you can still attack it if you want. I'm zooming in. My zoom is at like 70%, which is kind of bad here. It's like that's different than my usual. Yo, nat 20. I'm destined to win. Dude. It's official. Zoom in. Alright. That's zoomed in a little better now. Alright, so I'm going first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course I am, because I won. Yeah, we're just gonna summon, because you know what I gotta do, man? I gotta get the fire cat. Oh, I didn't draw. Hang on. We gotta draw 3 cards each. Of course you're blue, you understand that, right? You're the blue deck.
Yeah, dude.
Just to let you know, Shinobi, so the deck that I gave you, it is quite Kiora-centered.
Okay.
It's called Kiora-centric, which means like you're gonna have mostly stuff that buffs Kiora. You might have a couple of squad buff things, because like it's like minor squad buffs. But funny enough, now that I'm thinking about this, your carry by waves is gonna be really good for this scenario, because you get to move one of your creatures on Kiora's turn, which means you can have that creature like push the Hedrons.
Wrong. Yeah.
So
oh my God.
That'll be interesting to see.
You should have given me Nahiri, dude.
Kiora was out, so that was that's fine, dude. We're playtesting, right? I don't care. I don't care if you kick my ass. Just exactly. We're here to playtest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm getting the fire cats out here because I'm gonna push all those Hedrons next turn. It's over. 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta look at my spells too. I'm hoping I drew like my plus power spells, but I did not. Shit. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. So there's no glyphs on the map, and normally for this scenario we probably would have a glyph, but yeah, we're playing to get the shit play tested just to see kind of what it feels like in a.
No, we're trying to
1, 2,
we're trying
3,
to push
4,
it.
5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2.
Push it real good.
Push it real good. Oh man. I think on that note, I'm done, Shinobi. I can't really. Actually, wait. Hold on. I might be going crazy. Maybe I'm not done. Whoa. Yo, you ain't gonna like this.
You have to be adjacent to it to push it.
Yes, you can't range push it. You can only range attack it. So you can range attack it, but yeah, that's intentional wording that it says. If you read push, it says an adjacent figure may push the Hedron. Yeah, you have to be adjacent to push it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna do the dirty because I have Seize the Day. I might be kind of wasting it, but I'm gonna do the Seize the Day so I can move with one of them and start pushing all of the Hedrons right now.
Wow.
That's what I'm gonna do. Right. So the idea is, I guess. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, because you may
6.
move and attack.
So I'm gonna move.
And the push isn't. It's
at any
really
point.
Part of the Hedron's thing, yeah.
Yeah, so they only play it while moving, and I'm going to be moving with a fire cat. So yes, that's the point. I'm going to push. So I'm going to use number 2 because he can actually get adjacent to all of them, right? So he's going to go. This would be 1, 2. So he has a power of 3. Now I think about would I be allowed to push it?
You got to push it in a straight line.
I do. So here's the thing. Yeah, here's something that we got to ask ourselves. Am I allowed to push it in a straight line going straight up? Or, like, what's the question here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, can I push it in a straight line in any direction?
Double-sided figure, it's easy to kind of see how your body is aligned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, in my mind, when I say straight line, yeah, I literally mean I could push it 3 spaces this way if I wanted to. Because it's a straight line in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, let's give it a try.
For sake of simplicity, this is why I think we should do it. But I mean, either way, like I could literally still move one more space.
If you think about if you're floating around in space, what am I thinking of? You're in the swimming pool or something, right? And you've got your friend and they're in the tube, they're in the floaty, right?
Just
the inner tube. You can grab them and just chuck them across. And what do? They go that way. So yeah,
I kind of think it's what we're going for. But either way, like so 1, 2, 3, right? Let me just push it 1, 2, 3 up. Yeah, am I gonna get these onto the spaces before you can even get there? This is gonna be bad.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, so I moved. That was 1, 2, 3. That's 3 spaces, right? I guess I could just go 4, 5 right there, right? And then 1, 2, 3.
Look at you, dude. It's like you're playing. You're like golf. You're golf, like knocking
6, 7. We're gonna have to change. I have a feeling we're gonna have to change how close these spawn because like I'm gonna be really close to scoring this before you can do anything. You know what? So for fun, I think maybe for sake of trying to salvage this game, I'm gonna put your Kiora there so like you can at least do something before I score.
Okay.
But on that note, I will be done because I just wanted to do season. You know what? I won't be done. Sorry. I'm gonna put freaking Chandra's Fury on Chandra.
Yeah.
And now I'm done.
Alright, deal. 1, 2, Shinobi.
I'm gonna use the turn tracker just in case, like it somehow helps us in the future.
I know. What is it? I think we're targeting that we don't want it to pass 30 rounds. Turns.
I think ideally it'd be more like 20, maybe 20, but yeah, I think 30 is like the absolute. Like it can't go longer than that. That's just dumb.
Alright, I'm gonna put Leaf Arrow on Kiora, so she gets +1 attack if it's unengaged. I'm gonna also Hidden Enchant Kiora.
Oh gosh. Here they come.
Yummy!
Oh yeah, all the freaking counter spells and shit.
Very interesting. Okay. So you're starting me here. Oh, I'm gonna get the Jace illusions.
Oh yeah,
illusionary projections. Yeah. So is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I can basically put them. Yeah, like right in between 1, 2.
In between, yeah, the
like look, they're so close spaces. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. All right. Now Kiora, where does she want to go? She's got to move 5. At the start of Kiora's turn, move a creature you control. But this is after because it's like action 2 or whatever. Let's see. So it'll be 1,
yep, that's
1,
correct.
2, 3, 4, and then I guess 5. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just put everybody right there. And then she's got a range of 6.
So you can hit it, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to shoot that Hedron.
Uh-oh. It's dying.
See if I can blast it, yeah.
You get high ground, you get 6. Oh, you got 6. You got Leaf Arrow and you got high ground, don't forget. So roll 2 more.
Oh my god, you're right.
You're actually gonna blow it up in 1 hit at the rate this is going. Oh no. Oh no.
Whoa.
It's actually just dead. Oh crap, that's bad.
Wow.
Night. Alright, it's dead. There's nothing for it to blow up. There was no one adjacent. Well, I can't let any more Hedrons die, so that's interesting.
And then yeah, you're about to like corner pocket them into that spot. Like
I can't.
Yeah, like,
it's not in a straight line. Yeah, it's not in a straight line from where it is right now. So it's like above the turn marker. So it takes me at least 2 more turns to score on that one.
Could you push it with 1? Like Firecat number 2 pushes it one way, and then Firecat number 3 pushes it the other way to make the L shape that you need to get it to.
Not currently. So if you read it, it says for the push, it says this Hedron, like meaning, basically each individual Hedron can only be pushed once per turn. So like it can only go in a straight line. Yeah, it can only go in a straight line on a given turn right now. So like, yeah, there's no way for me to get either of them on that space in one turn.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have put Kiora any closer.
That's no, let it be. That's
I
fine,
don't
dude.
know, it's hard. Yeah, no, this is why we're testing it. Very interesting. Yeah, that's the end of my turn, dude. Holy crap.
Yep, I drew. What did I draw? Oh,
That's
I drew volcanic upheaval when there's no glyphs. Okay.
Oh, you and your test. Oh, you would have loved that. Shit. I still can't believe we played that entire game and it was my very last card. It's like, of course it's the last card.
Yeah, it's gosh. 1, 2. You know what? Since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I didn't look at. Hang on. These hexes, are these level 1? Oh, that one's level 2. Okay, so that one's on level 2 and this one's on level 1. I gotta remember that.
Yeah, but they float like it doesn't matter, right?
Well, yeah, no, I'm just thinking because I'm about to come up there and attack you because I don't like those guys. And
Well, they're definitely gonna mess up.
3, 4, 6, 7. It's not good. So I think Chandra's power is 3 as well. Oh wait, technically I have 4 power with Chandra. So it says enchanted planeswalker gets +1 power while it's not engaged, while it's unengaged. So technically, while she's not engaged, she has 4 power thanks to the enchantment, right? And that is something else we might have to explore, is to be like, okay, yeah, do we only use the base power? But for now, the initial test is going to be allow modified power. So it's like if you have the power glyph, then yes, all of your guys get +1 power while they're pushing the Hedrons too. Actually, I don't know if I want to push the Hedrons at this point anyway. Like, that might be too terrifying. Oh crap. All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna go Chandra though. Let's we're gonna bring out the Phoenixes for sure. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4. We'll just go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is what we're doing. We're gonna, Chandra's committing hard right now.
Yeah, she is.
So she's gonna go 1, 2, 3. So I think I will push this. Do I want to push this? Do I want to push this on the delivery point already?
Dude, yeah, I mean, you only got so many turns to do
1,
it.
2, 3, 4. Should I? All right, fine. I feel like it's gonna
I can't move it off after. It's magnetically locked in place. Like, yeah. Like,
yeah,
the world will blow up if I move it.
It's very easy for you to blow it up, which scares me right now. 1, 2, 3.
They're like disposable. Like, like they're one-time use only. Like, once they're locked in, that's it. You can only blow them up and then replace them with a new one.
So, you know, I think, let's see, what do I want to do? 1, 2, 3. What am I gonna do here? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle that I'm gonna have to learn how to use here.
Well, that was the whole thing about the Gideon, what is that, like Jace, and understanding the puzzle, the Hedron network, and it's a real like hidden trove of knowledge that the Hedron hold, you know.
I think I'll push that 1 space. Let me just see. So I moved 3 spaces with Chandra. Alright, so this will be my 4th space. I think I'm going to push this one up 1 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My range is only 5. That's not good. So that's my 4th. Then this is 5 move. And then let's just go 6. I'm stuck next to the Hedrons no matter what I do. It's not good. Alright, I'm going here. You know what? Screw it. So I'm gonna shoot one of your projections, I guess. I'll shoot number 1 in the front. Let's do that. With 4, with my first attack. That's not bad. You get high ground though. You get 1 more. Roll 1. Maybe you'll live.
I always keep forgetting about that.
Nope, you don't live.
You lose. Maybe you'll remember next time. Oh!
None of it matters.
It doesn't matter.
Second attack, I guess, will be at your number 3 projection.
Double strike.
The double attack.
Am I on 3?
Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Did I roll defense dice that time? Rolled the wrong dice. No, I didn't.
Yeah, but he's gonna die because I'll just superheat him. He was actually, yeah, he lived after that attack with 1 HP. But
yeah,
I superheat and he dies. That was my entire plan anyway. I don't need volcanic upheaval, so I just superheated it.
Okay.
It's gone back to its to the original playtest where it kept getting superheated. It's back to it. So I'm done. I guess I'm done on that turn. So go ahead.
So let's see. What do I want to do? Well, I want to draw.
We're on turn 4.
Ta-da.
Yeah, I think this map is going to be way too small. This might be too small.
That's messed up. That's actually crazy though. Like, and when I was thinking of the game that I was gonna try, I was like, oh, how far do I want to push the damn thing? I'm like, I don't want to make it too crazy, but now I don't know. Yeah, very interesting.
We figured this might be crazy. This is fine. This is proof that it might be too crazy, but we'll see. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, so the thing is, you got a really good turn with Kiora, right? Like, you could literally carry by waves and send this guy in, because you can move him 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can move up to here and push the Hedron, because you have exactly 4 moves to get adjacent to it.
I was gonna say, so at the start of Kiora's turn, move a creature you control, but then I have to be Kiora.
What, you can use 1 illusionary projection instead?
Well, I was gonna say, but then how does he move? Because he's just adjacent to it?
Yeah, he's moving because of carry by waves. It tells you the creature moves. Yeah.
So, was it, you were saying 1, 2, 3, 4, and now he's adjacent to it.
And that's, yeah, the whole point of it saying at any point during moving or while moving is that you could do it right before you move at all. So it's like if you're about to move, right, then you could push it. If you're in the middle of moving, like if you move 2 and then push it, and then you can move 2 more, that's fine. And this is also supposed to be allowed, at least in my eyes, is that you've moved all 4 spaces. This is the end of your move, but you can still push it because you're adjacent to it right now. So go ahead, move it up to 3 spaces in a line. Pick a line and send it that way.
Like I basically send it to the. Well, yeah, I'll just push it this way. 1, 2, 3, yeah, right over the water.
Okay.
Derailing that thing. Yeah.
Yep.
And then the projection will.
Now it's just Kira's turn at this point, right?
Oh,
So that's carry by waves. Yeah. I mean, now technically you could go do what is it? What's the frickin' illusionary deception? That's it. If you want to trigger that.
Yeah, where it's like at the start of the turn of a blue planeswalker, you can
swap. You can do that, and then otherwise you can continue.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, let's actually get kind of nuts here. So she moves there, he moves there.
Yeah, okay.
And then she's gonna, now she hasn't moved yet, right?
Right, she hasn't moved. You're still
So
playing spells.
Over here.
Do you want us to play spells or summon before you move?
No, I don't have anything I want to play.
Okay.
So then she's gonna grab that, and then
swing it.
It's the power. Yeah, so I can move it 4.
4.
I'll throw it back down 4. 1, 2, 3,
oh my gosh.
4.
Okay.
Wow. And then now I'll just swing at Chandra.
Okay.
That's wild. Wait a second. Once per game. Ends her turn. No. Okay. Yeah, so I'll just attack Chandra for 4.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Please. Okay, 2 hits. We got big old 2 damage.
Yeah. That's my turn, dude. Yeah.
Alright. Turn 5. Give me give me a good spell, please. That's not a good spell.
Right. No. Let's mess that up.
I mean, you tempt me to just try and kill you right now with the fire cats. Oh wait, that hidden enchant is an ether spell. That's gonna be so bad if it is. Oh no.
I mean, I just wanted to see what we can do with the movement. Like you said, playing ping pong with the freaking movable.
It's clearly.
It's
clearly happening. 1, 2. All right, so you know what?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm gonna go fire cats. This looks like a good fire cats turn.
Yeah, man.
I might regret it, So 1, 2. See, this is the only hard part with roll 20, right? So we go 1, 2, and we got to push it 3 spaces. So I mean, I want to put it 3 spaces right there because I can line it up next turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I can actually just go a whole. I can actually go a whole 7 all the way up here. This is 7 to this point. So I'll move number 3 next. So I go here. 1, 2. I think I'm only gonna push it 2.
Just give it right back to me, dude.
Yeah, see, I don't want to push it next to you. I want you to have to take
crazy.
an LEA or something. So
Okay.
I move 1 space for the fire cast. So what? So that's 1.
It's
All right,
like
2,
nudge
3,
for
4,
this
5, 6, 7. That's 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I guess we're gonna risk the ether spouts. So I'll attack you with number 3. Do I trigger that enchant? Gosh.
You do trigger that enchantment.
Okay.
So what is that? That flips it, and then the squad creature return the attacking squad to its owner's reserve.
Okay.
And then
Yep, that's the end of my turn. Actually, It's not the end of my turn. You know what? You're getting a circle of flame because you made me mad. I'm just putting a damage on Kiora. That's all.
Yep.
But now I'm done. Go ahead.
What to do now?
So turns past is now 5, right? Your turn 6 right now. Or
Yeah. So deal. Fine. Let's see, I'm gonna hidden enchant my Planeswalker.
is it clean now? Oh, good. Okay. Sorry, I was talking to my wife. Go ahead. All right, Planeswalker.
Yeah, I figured, man.
Oh, you have a hidden enchant? Okay.
Hidden enchant my
Another-
Planeswalker.
Another hidden enchant.
Let's see. I'm gonna. What to do here?
That's
I'm
pretty
gonna
good.
summon the Leyline Phantoms.
Oh gosh, here they come.
Yeah, let's do that. So say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's put it like all around. I keep hitting the spell deck. I'm like, too many little boxes.
I'm listening to music. It's like Zelda tunes right now, man. Ooh, looks good, yeah. Sure. I assume it's the same stuff you always make.
Very interesting. So I'll move Kiora. So roll for that LEA.
Oh, you are gonna do it? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whiff. Oh, my freaking Hedron.
But then I can move the Hedron myself. Yeah, I can move the Hedron 4.
Yeah, up to 4. Although you can't move through figures, so you're kind of limited in some
Yeah,
ways.
so it's like I can't move it. I was gonna say I can't move it this way. I can't move it this way. So it's either gonna go
Actually,
up
you
this
could
way.
you could shove it into the water back here. Oh my gosh, dude, that's so terrifying.
Oh my
like,
God,
yeah, that's a
that's
straight
awful.
line.
Wow,
This
this
is-
is crazy.
I've clearly taken the wrong approach to this. I have no way to stop this.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I was gonna say if I. Oh no, if I push it that way, I'm like helping you. Very interesting.
Actually, you get 5 power now, don't you? Because you're not engaged. Your leaf arrow is activated. It says you get +1 power as long as you're unengaged. So technically, you can move at 5.
Yeah, so I'll move it 5 spaces that way.
Okay, can you put it back here? Oh my gosh.
That's
All the
wild.
way out there.
They're all over the place.
Yeah, this
Like
is
where you put their end location, it's crazy.
maybe it's too centralized. Yeah, it might just be like we have to spread it all out. It's too small right now. I don't know though. I don't know.
Very
This
interesting.
is I thought
the
this was
map-
gonna be too easy, and you're
The
proving me
map
wrong.
building is the map building is huge on this one. It definitely is.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The other thing is like the static Hedrons. There's nothing to do with this. They're just static. They just sit there. You can't summon around them.
Yeah.
It does take away a lot of free space as to like, oh, well, why would I go over there? I can't summon. I can't. It's all the high ground, but that's about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. We need to design a better map for it. That's for sure. Like Don and I have already discussed it. Like we got a better map is due for sure. We'll get there at some point, man.
Oh, no, it's all right. So I moved one. Can I keep moving?
Yes, you can. Yes.
I'm gonna dump her in the water. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then now I'm gonna do the Bident of Thassa.
Okay. Is that at the end of her turn though? It might be.
Yeah.
Wait, is it at the end of
her turn, you may reveal the top 2 cards.
Yeah, ends her turn. So if you want to attack first, you might want to attack and then play spells. Well, maybe you can play spells after her turn. I forgot. Never mind. But if you want to attack first. That's the point.
Let's see.
Want to blow up a Hedron and end my suffering?
Yeah, let me just blow. Yeah, because it's also getting later too. Yeah, I'll just attack that Hedron that I pushed too.
All right. It gets high ground. 5v4.
No, I'm in the water now, so.
Yeah, I get high ground. The Hedron gets high ground. Suffer. Easy block. Nice
Hedron.
Hedron.
So now it's
animated.
Bident of Thassa. Ends her turn in the water space. Reveal the top 2 cards in my library. So I'm just gonna like dump them here.
Ooh, Bountiful. That's a good one. Those are both pretty good. Oh shit, I don't like either of those.
Put a sorcery from among them into my hand, the rest of them bottom of the library in any order.
So yeah, put one in your hand, the other one goes to the bottom. Those are both good.
Replace Planeswalker to a new target. I'll put this one, so take card.
Yeah, take card if you want it in your hand. Alright.
And then this one will just
I'll move it. I'll just put it like towards your graveyard. We'll have to remember it's the bottom of your deck. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, that's the end of my turn.
That's terrifying. Alright, we're on turn
That's wild, dude.
8.
Yeah. It's like I said, the aligner and the interceptor, you have been intercepted big time. Like I took one, I checked it that way, I took the other one, checked it that way.
It's over for me.
That's crazy. No, you're really close though. Like, you think about where you start on the, where you get the golf cart and then you're like going over and you hit the, you grab your pile driver and you hit it, and the ball goes flying. Now you really gotta. I mean, it's 4 spaces with this one, but then it's this other one getting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces, and it's a straight line. They're both in a straight line.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Oh, but Chandra's double attack. Yeah, we didn't make it. You sacrifice your attack. Well, Chandra technically has 2 attacks, so can she push it twice? Like, I don't know. I don't even want to answer that question.
No, she can't.
Think about that.
No, yeah, you can only push it once. Remember, the rule is each Hedron can only be pushed once. So once one Hedron has been pushed, it can no longer be pushed. You're right.
I'm thinking about these older versions where it's like, where we use their power.
Where D-Dance.
For attack. Yeah.
That was D-Dance. When D-Dance and I were talking, we never even really tested that version, but I thought about it, and I was just like, yeah, exactly. It was just like, instead of attacking. But yeah, I thought about, I'm like, man, like giving up your attack just to push the Hedron is like, I think it's even worse than giving up half of your move just to move a Hedron. But yeah, so we never tested that, but the word was instead of attacking. So arguably, to talk rules lawyer here, arguably, if I say instead of attacking, right, that you push the Hedron, double attack says whenever Chandra attacks for the first time. Well, so instead of attacking, I'm pushing a Hedron, so I haven't attacked, so I'm not getting double attack. Does that make sense? It triggers when she attacks, whenever she attacks for the first time. She's not attacking at all, so therefore there's no double attack to trigger. So it wouldn't work anyway, even if that was the case.
There you go, man.
But anyway, so I'm gonna go with Chandra on my turn because I have a funny another rules lawyer thing I'm gonna try and pull on you here, which I feel like is legal / whatever, but you can give me your opinion.
Yeah, right.
But
if you read the fine print.
Yeah, no, honestly, I feel like it's gonna be the case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun with these.
The Hedron alignment network.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I think about the art of the Oath of the Gatewatch, where like you see the picture of Gideon fighting Ulamog, and what is he standing on? You know, Gideon doesn't fly. He's standing on top of a Hedron.
One of like the shards or something, yeah.
Or even the triangle, it's tilted in such a manner that I think it's like a obtuse angle? Yeah, that he could just stand on it.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
So, no, it's cool. So like I think about me 3D printing stuff and then drilling holes and then using these flight stands. Like I'm gonna make some pretty neat looking custom stuff. Like I can't wait to see what I come up with now that I'm gonna be yeah, I don't know, kind of just hitting the button, go and print, and we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get that right.
I think it's gonna be awesome, man. You know, those little stands you showed me, that looks like it's, I want to get those for myself, and I had no plans to do anything like that.
No, yeah,
I'm sold. I think I want to try it.
Yeah, they're fun.
Especially, like, they're dirt cheap, right? They have to be
are.
dirt cheap. Like, there's no way it's that expensive. So it's like that's not even an expense. I assume it's like a couple bucks at worst, hopefully.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna try and have some fun with your. Is it gonna be Chandra? I'm gonna haste. So I summoned Fire Cats, by the way. I'm gonna haste your Chandra. I'm gonna haste your Kiora. I assume it doesn't trigger that enchantment, because I don't think your hidden enchant can trigger off of any more attacks. I might be wrong.
My hidden enchant. Oh, so you're attacking Kiora?
With the Fire Cat. Yep. With a haste.
So flip card. No. It's, no.
It's that. No, now I know. Okay.
Whoops.
Now I know. Oh, that's fine though. Then you're about to psychic rebuttal my attempts to be my rules lawyer attempt, but we'll talk about it in a moment. So I'm gonna attack you. I'm just getting 4 against your Kiora with this haste attack. Oh, that's a lot. That's 5 hits total. Are you ready to die? Oh my gosh.
So Kiora's getting hit for 5?
Yeah, because intense strike. Woo. Woo.
And I'm in the water.
Yeah, you get +2. Wow. Wow. Good roll, I suppose. 2 damage, that's it.
So 2.
Oh, you get to roll 1 more. You're supposed to roll 6 defense anyway. Roll 1 more. Let's see if you get 1 more block in there.
For what?
Because she has a base 4, you get +2 while in water.
Oh, you're right. Seaborn.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
This better be a blank. Oh my gosh. No more block, so you only took 1 damage. I just capped. Man, I just capped the Fire Cat and you took 1 damage. That's crazy.
That's nice.
That's not something you see very often. Alright, I gotta do my thing.
You're being nice, reminding me about all this stuff. That's definitely something I have a hard time with, is remembering all that crap.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules, man. I don't blame you.
Well, that I'm also looking up, like, what are these acrylic things?
You gotta be on top of your shit with this game. But anyway, so my rules layer, I'm playing a sorcery. This was my plan, but you're gonna counter it. Rush of adrenaline here. Sorcery. So it says.
Yeah, that does counter it.
That's fine. I was gonna play this anyway. So it says move a creature you control up to 4 spaces, right? Let's pretend like you're not countering this, because here was my plan. So I wanted to move my Phoenix, right? So move a creature you control.
You would have hook, line, and sinker, dude. Yeah, it would have been like.
And then deal 1 damage.
Whole game, you're like, oh yeah, watch this, and you're like, and it's like ding 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 ding.
Well, yeah. So my plan is I would move a Phoenix. So I would probably move number 1, right? So it says move a creature up to 4 spaces, then deal 1 damage. So like I'm basically gonna go 1, 2 to here, and push the Hedron with my 2 power, which is not very good, but it's better than nothing. Right?
Oh, it is.
And then I'll just end my move there because I don't care to move any further. And then I just deal 1 damage and he dies. Right? That would be the plan. Right? And that makes sense, right? Like, do you agree that I could do that?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
That's kind of the plan anyway. But I mean, that actually makes Rush of Adrenaline like almost usable. It's a bad card otherwise. I think it's funny it's in this deck. Anyway, you countered it, so nothing actually happens.
Well, hypothetical, yeah.
But yeah, that was a hypothetical. Like, and if you agree that's how, like, this is how we intend to it, or at least it's how I intend to it to work. Now we can let Don and maybe if Arcanus will watch the video too, we can let them decide if they agree with that. And maybe I should try and remember the timestamp for this. What am I at for the stream? 45 minutes. I'm gonna try and remember to be like, yo guys, watch this 45-minute mark and like agree, see if they agree with that rush of adrenaline would work that way. But anyway, all that aside, I'm gonna move now with Chandra now that I'm done playing spells. Actually, wait. I had this enchantment that I can't do anything with. Do I want to superheat it? No, not yet. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually jumping in the water, and I'm gonna push this Hedron. 1, 2, 3. Right?
Nice, dude. Yep. Blink.
Now, right. So I'm ending my move. I mean, I have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna shoot your guy up here. Him. He's within my range. I get 4. It's not bad. And I get double attack too. Alright, 1 damage. I'll take the second attack at him. Let's just see if he dies. He better die. Oh my god.
Oh, then.
Fine.
Just 1.
You make me superheat. I'm gonna discard. I have outnumber, which is an enchant hero. I don't even have a hero. It's just another custom spell that I can't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're just dumping it.
So I'm just superheating it to kill your guy because he has 1 life left anyway. Yeah, so like these custom spells I can't do anything with are actually working out because I can just discard them and still make them have an effect. It's pretty nice.
I mean, it happens with my my custom spell cards too. I'm like, what the hell was I thinking when I was making this card up? I'm like,
well, it's fine. Like, outnumber is fine. It's just that I don't have any heroes, right? Like, we just quickly shove these armies together. It's like it's an enchant hero.
It's just interesting how sometimes they just don't fit the criteria for the situation and stuff. Yeah.
Because there's no heroes in my army. It was never going to have a situation where it was useful in this army. There's no heroes ever in my army. I would need like the Mad Prophet or our Goblin hero that we have, our custom Goblin hero. But on that note, I'm done. So go ahead. I've aligned 1 Hedron right now, so
I was rereading the rule book, and the base rules said that they have no enchant hero cards in the base set.
Yeah, what? It said that.
I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what a miss there. It's like, why did they do that?
No, not at all. It wasn't a miss. Because the first set only has squads in it. There's no heroes in the first set, like no actual figures. So like if they would have put hero spells in there, it would have been like, well, why the hell would you put a hero spell in here if there's not a hero at all? Yeah. So,
that makes sense.
Yeah, there was no heroes at all in the first set.
I remember because I just bought all the base game and all the expansions all at once, and I was like, this is so cool, and I never realized that you would have had to wait, and there's still no green hero though.
No, there isn't.
That's messed up.
They have Earthen Arms, which is the green spell for a hero. I mean, it works with the Ruiner, technically, so it's not, like, whatever. Like, it still works.
That's crazy, though. Yeah, weird stuff, man. It's just, what were they doing? Alright.
I mean, at least Earthen Arms was just introduced in the same set that the Ruiner was. So it's like green at least had access to a hero that they could use it with, but that's the only hero, technically. Yep.
Where am I in the water? Let's see. I'll be the Leyline Phantoms.
Oh, crap.
They got Phantom Walk, so they can go move through other figures and can't be attacked when leaving engagement.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna go play basketball with this last Hedron.
I know, I'm gonna be so fucked. I'm not gonna be able to get to it.
It's like, is it about beating the other person, or is it about messing with the Hedron?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna protect this one with my life now that I got it in place. Fucking. I hate that. That is funny. That right, like you could just as easily play keep away with it, or you can destroy it. Like it's funny that like you have 2 relatively easy ways to like fuck with me, and then like it's kind of easy to kill it. Oh shit.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's 6. Legit. You can get there. Oh crap. Oh crap.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very interesting.
All right, so you can push that one. You want to push that one on the left there?
Yeah, so I'll push it 3.
Just push it to the left. Oh, okay. Push it straight.
Yeah, I'll just push it more north. And then the other one, I guess I'll just attack.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be a 3-on-3, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
The humanity.
Oh, yes, it's alive. It only took one. Oh
God.
goodness, that was close.
That's crazy. Yeah. Do I want to do anything else?
You had 5 spells, dude. This is nutty.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna put enchantment on my Planeswalker.
Yep.
Pour over the pages, so +1 defense when I have 3 or more cards in my hand. So
Yeah,
give Kiora a little bit more of a buff.
that's
Yeah,
annoying.
and then that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Hmm.
So this is turn 11 right now. I'm
Yeah,
out of
dude.
cards. I need a freaking hand. Ooh, I got a decent spell. Oh shit. Oh
You were
shit.
burning through your deck, literally. Yeah.
Chandra. I'm playing an enchantment. Oh wait, you don't have a hidden enchant. All right, good. Playing an enchantment. So that's gonna go on. I want to say the fire cats, but let me think about this. All right, all 3 fire cats are alive. That's the good thing here.
Alive and well.
Huh.
Yeah, I kind of like just been ignoring those guys.
I gotta. Yeah, I think it's gonna be for the fire cats. Oh, you know what? If you don't mind me, I just realized something. That Hedron is on level 2. I was supposed to have high ground. I'm gonna roll 1 more defense. Do you have any problems with that?
No, go ahead, dude.
Let's see if I get that block. Oh yeah, dude, no damage. No damage dealt.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's actually on level 2, and you're on level 1, so we blocked those 3. Okay,
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here trying to think, I'm like, how am I going to defend this Hedron? And I'm like, okay, it's on level 2, and then I just realized, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Alright. So anyway, power of fire on the fire cats. Yeah, I think my turn is going to be the fire cats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is odd. I have an odd turn. So I think, alright, I think 1 fire cat, I mean, he's just gonna slide. Does he slide like that? Shit, dude, I don't like this very much. No, I'm gonna send him down here. Yeah, we're gonna go like this with him.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I think I'd rather get the attacks, and I'll send this one right here. And I think the last one... Do I want to go after the Hedron? Oh, this is terrifying.
I was gonna say, it might be up to the Phoenixes to get that other Hedron, if you're gonna try.
I can cross over the water, though. I can cross over the single-space water, though. That's the interesting thing here.
You don't stop movement when you hit the water?
Not for a double space. So I could go 1, 2, 3,
Oh, because it's a double space.
Yes, so I could.
Yeah.
And I'm considering that, but I take an LEA from Kiora, and I feel like I'll just die by your freaking Leyline Phantom. Like, I'm trying to weigh the... Yeah, like, is it worth a 50% chance of you getting free damage? Alright, hang on. So wait, could I push the Hedron and still attack? Alright, so here's the thing, alright? So I can go, alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, then it would be 5 to, to get there and push the Hedron. Hang on, I'm trying to get this. So I would be 5 like this, and I could push it. I could push it and then go 6 to re-engage. That's actually what I probably should do.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I want to try that. Let's do that. So hang on. So you're going to get an LEA, but give me a sec. So I'm going to push this 2 spaces.
That's a blank.
You got a blank? Okay. I push it 2 spaces right there, and then I'm going to go 6 to re-engage. Yeah.
Actually, jamming it behind that static Hedron's pretty cool, because then it's like one less thing you can bounce into, and...
Yeah, it kind of blocks it. Well, it's mostly because it's lined up. Like, I got it lined up so I can push it on the next turn. So, like...
Oh, no, it's pretty sweet, yeah.
So I can get it lined on the next turn, given... Well, I have somebody there that can finish the job, I guess. But, so on that note, yeah, this works out for me. I see... Like, do you agree? Like, I feel like the ability to still, like, to push it in the middle of moving and then continue moving and attack, like, I feel like it's pretty cool. Like, that's really useful.
It is, yeah. No, I mean, there's nothing else you can't... And it's not like with this game you can perform an action, move, and then perform an action. yeah, it's very unique. Like we never get a chance to do that in this game, where
Yeah.
they can happen. That can happen in like I think Pathfinder and D&D and other games. You can perform an action, move, and then perform another action. Like yeah, it just doesn't ever happen. So
I wouldn't want to saturate it with too like I'm getting a little confused though, even if as I sit here and do this, like to be like,
Yeah.
oh, how many spaces have I moved now that I push the Hedron? Like I have to try and remember. I don't think this is a good idea to like to oversaturate it with, hey, you know, move a space, do this, move another space, do this. You know, like too many move interruptions. I think that might get to be confusing. Like I'm already like on the verge of being like I almost don't like it just for that, but.
well, this is this scenario specific and everything too.
Well, it's not scenario specific though, right? Like, because this is the alignment part is scenario specific. That we wanted to land on these black spaces.
Oh, wait a
The
second.
pushing
What?
thing, yeah. So the abilities on the bottom, the abilities on the bottom that you see like in the big text, that's going to be on the army card, and like these are going to be like we're going to encourage people to say these movable hedrons can be used as like map building materials. Right?
Yeah, very interesting.
Like the destructible like the destructible Marvel wall, right? Like you can put it on the field and like you can shoot it and destroy it. That's what we want with these. Like as we talked about earlier, you can push it as like a bomb and then try and blow it up. Or push it to fuck up your opponent's summoning because it can still like you push it and then it disrupts an area for summoning. Like it's gonna have more use.
Very interesting.
Yeah, like it's gonna have multiple uses. Not like the only scenario specific thing we're testing is the actual alignment.
Yeah. That's what we're.
Everything else, like the pushing. Yeah. It's mildly complicated, dude. It really is.
Well, no, but you think about how the unintended uses or how people take what you built and then they really run with it or that is going to be interesting. Right. Hey, everybody watching, in the comments below, let us know how you would make use of the hedrons in your builds for map building and such,
not for an alignment, but if they were just like a freestanding piece that you could walk up and push.
Very interesting,
there's no defending them. Yeah, like no, that's what we want them. We want them to be.
To blow my mind.
Yes. We want them to be an interactive piece that isn't only for the scenarios, but you can do fun things with them even in like a standard battle. Like, and I think there's a point to it now.
The same thing. So same thing with the cryptoliths too, right? I mean, that was something that they originally had in the base game.
Yes.
You can. It's piece of the terrain. You can do that. I've never used those freaking things. Like
I haven't either.
They just I don't know. They just don't really work for me. They are similar to the hedrons where they were created by Nahiri. The hedrons were made to trap the Eldrazi. The cryptoliths were made to summon the Eldrazi to Incinerad. So she could seek her revenge on Soren for never answering her call when she asked him to show up to Zendikar when the Eldrazi became free from their imprisonment. Very interesting, but they're very similar, and they both have very similar designs where they have that triangular pattern and stuff.
That's true.
They're both terrain pieces. Now the cryptoliths don't have army cards.
That's true.
They only have that box in the rule book, so I was wondering if you were gonna try to enact the same thing. That's why I was thinking.
Nope. We're making army cards.
Scenario specific, like the cryptoliths.
No, the cryptoliths, they're gonna have army cards, but they're gonna also be like we're gonna say you can use these to build any other map too. It's just there's no alignment points. Like so when it's on, you get it right. Like when it's on like a standard map or like a random Heroescape map, no one has to defend them. You can blow them up freely. Nobody loses if they blow up, unless of course it blows up your Planeswalker or whatever. Like if your figures die by them, you lose the game because your figures die. Then yes, of course you lose. If but like if all the cryptoliths die in like those scenarios and like you have other figures left or whatever, like no one cares. They're just there to be blown up, or you push it and you fuck up your opponent's summoning. Like they're gonna be like, dude, I'm seeing potential. Like I'm really liking it. I really am.
Oh yeah. No, it's very interesting. Yeah.
But on this note, I'm gonna move on to my attacks. I'm gonna start over here.
I think you're attacking my Leyline Phantom.
Yeah. So the left one on the 3v3. I get 4 dice and I think you get 5, huh?
You get 5, yeah.
4 hits. That's 4 because of Intense Strike. Damn, you're alive. It's 2 damage. I need to decide what you got it. Are you clicking and pressing 2 at the same time?
I was, but then I was doing something wrong.
Oh.
Where I like clicked, I left clicked and hit 2, so it was.
Yeah,
like,
you don't need to. You know you don't need to do that, right?
I didn't know that.
Oh
you
yeah,
always do it so fast. You like do it for me all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
No. All you have to do is all you have to do is hover your cursor.
And then hit 2. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have to click. You just hover the
Yeah,
cursor over it. Yep, and you press any key, and like you see how I'm changing the number really fast. I'm not even clicking. I'm just pressing the
just,
keyboard.
Yeah. You're going up and down the piano.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm just playing the piano basically. Cool. Good job. You got it though. All right, so I need to kill one of these other ones. I guess I'll kill.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it matters which one, because like you can move through my figures. So what's the difference? I guess I'll just try kill number. Let me try kill number 2. I'm gonna kill number 2 from my number 1. From my number 1, I'm gonna attack your 2. So I get 5 to your 5. All right, that's 4 hits again. Good luck. You're dead. You're dead. Blown up. All right, and then I'll have my number 2 attack your number 1. So
it's very, very funny because you always say, you know, banish them to the Shadow Realm. I just found a Shadow Realm map the other day, so I was like, ooh, we have to go there someday.
Wait, is the Shadow Realm, is it a thing in AOTP? Or I mean in MTG?
No, this is like a D&D map or what. Okay. I'm on the Reddit battle map page or whatever. I always cruise through there to look for battle maps for my projector scenarios.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I don't know. I'll have to make something up and see where it can go.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah.
But every time I see the Shadow Realm, yeah, you're dead. Because of Intense Strike.
I know that. Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Okay.
But when they come back from the Shadow Realm.
No, yeah. When I see the Shadow Realm, I'm actually at least what I think of is Yu-Gi-Oh. Have you seen Yu-Gi-Oh? Are you familiar?
Yeah,
like you know how like when everyone dies or whatever, they're like, "I'll send your ass to the Shadow Realm" or whatever they say.
Nice,
yeah, that's what I envision every time I say that.
Oh, that's fun.
Hey, your Phantom is nuked, or am I missing something? He should be dead.
Wait. Oh, because of the Intense Strike.
Intense Strike. I have 4 hits to your 1, so yeah, you're taking 3.
I keep forgetting about that.
Yep.
I'm looking at just the die results and then talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, oh yeah, I totally get you. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing. Like maybe I forgot you had something. But on that note, I think I'm done.
The Shadow Realm.
Go ahead, yeah, man. I'm done.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, Kiora. Now she's like a worm on a hook. Yeah,
you're actually in a lot of trouble right now.
To Shinobi.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. You could easily push the Hedron out of alignment right now though with your one Phantom. The worst part is you'd have to activate him though, and that'd be like the only thing you could do for that turn. But
push the Hedron out of it. No. Oh,
this
just
one.
Move that up.
You can walk. Yeah, isn't that exactly 6 to get there? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 6. You can get 6 right here and push it 3 spaces like north, or yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna say Kiora can do the same thing, but
can she?
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
Be taking all these leaving engagement attacks, so
you can't get next to it. Yeah, dude. Kiora only has 5 move. How are you getting up there? I guess what I'm wondering.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, she has 6 range, not yeah.
Yeah.
6 move. Alright, this is when I look at what the cards do.
Either that or you kill the Fire Cat. You would have to kill a couple of Fire Cats, I feel like, though. Maybe? 2, 3.
Let's see. And these are all unique squads?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no such thing as a common squad in AOTP. Oh, shit.
That's so weird.
Oh, so you're gonna take your turn with Kiora, aren't you?
I'm gonna be Kiora.
You're gonna have to
and welcome to the fold.
That's bone.
So so choose up to 2 creatures in a unique squad within 4. But I have to. So which one is it? It has to be the Phoenixes then?
No, you can do Phoenixes or Fire Cats. Yeah, you can do either.
Oh, yeah, this one is 4.
You have 2 Fire Cats both in range. Yeah. Yeah, Fire Cats have 4 power right now, which is that's pretty tantalizing if you ask me.
So they're gonna move. You may move and attack with those creatures. Owie, owie, Oxenfree. Oh
yeah,
my god.
You're telling me. Shit, dude. Intense Strike is actually really good for killing. So if you read Intense Strike, it says, yeah, when the Blazing Firecat attacks, if you roll at least 2 crossed weapon symbols, it gets +1 hit. So here's a question though, and we're gonna be rules lawyer.
Okay.
So it says whenever Blazing Firecat attacks, if you roll, you is referring to me because I'm the controller of the Firecats, right?
But it's, what does it say? But it says, you may move and attack with those creatures. So now isn't the you me? I don't know.
That's fine.
Welcome to the fold. I don't know. Oh.
So yes, you can move and attack with them. That's fine. However.
Oh, but do I get the Intense Strike?
Yeah. So it says whenever right, because so Welcome to the Fold never says that you gain control of them. So it's like right. I believe I've talked to our Arcanist about this, and I think we came to the conclusion that like this means that you, even though you're moving and attacking with them, you don't get to use Intense Strike, but that doesn't really make a lot of logical sense. Because it's like it's a Firecat attacking, like they should always have Intense Strike, right?
Yeah.
I don't mind. Let's play it that way though. Like I'll play it where.
And then the other part is in the rulebook, because I reread it. If you can't make up your mind about the way this shit works, you just roll the 20-sided die, and whoever gets the higher is the one who wins that.
Yeah, that's fine. Or
that
just say
interaction.
One through 20. We'll go with my interpretation, and 11 or higher, we go with yours. Go ahead and roll it. That's fine. Or let's say 1 through 20. 1 through 10 is my interpretation. All right, there you go.
Say, well, the way the book says, you both roll a 20-sided die. Whoever gets the higher wins.
Okay, I'll do that too.
Your interpretation wins. Okay, so I'm still gonna take control of your guys.
That's fine.
For the turn.
Well, not take control, but you get to move and attack with them.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna have this one move up here next to your Hedron.
Get the high ground. So you can't even land there legally. You can't stop there because it's a level 1 and a level 2. Yeah, but so you can get up to the level 3 spaces, no problem.
Then I guess I have to.
You're actually gonna blow the hell out of this Hedron right now, I think.
My God. And then the other one, it will move up to the other Hedron. So yeah, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, because they have a move of 6.
So you're on a level 2 and a level 3. You'd have to move one more.
Yeah, I'm trying to move the button, but I'm stuck on that little. The
little jewel thing or whatever, like that. Yeah, that's so annoying.
The little dongle looking thing next to the gear.
How do we? Here, hang on. I got you. There you go.
It's like just crank it. Yeah.
There.
All right.
So you want to roll an LEA? Because you ran my guy away from your guy. Whiff. You're not getting any of those this game.
No.
All right. Do you want to push? Do you want to push the Hedron, or are you just gonna sit there and attack it?
I'm gonna try to attack it first. Yeah.
Well, you have to push it first. Remember, it's it's at any point during moving. So if you're ending your move and attacking, you're no longer moving. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
So like, if you're gonna push it. Honestly, all you gotta do is push it 1 space and then attack it, right? Like that's probably what you should do, right? Like push it here and then attack it. You're still adjacent. Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, so what? So it's out of that alignment.
Yeah. So like, I can't get in one shot anymore.
Yeah, it's not in that. Okay, yeah.
But anyway,
Bink.
Which cat's attacking first? They both have high ground, which is that's not good for me at
all.
all.
I'll attack this one on the eastern side.
Left. Okay. I got 3 defense, and you get 5. You're rolling 5 because
oh my God.
Power of fire. So you get no intense strike. Because my D20 skills.
No intense strike. Because you said so.
Because I have D20 skills. Yeah, dude. All right, block.
Ooh, you blocked it. All right. And now for the other one, I'll attack the other Hedron.
Okay, for the one that's already aligned.
So this is another 5 then?
Yeah.
3.
Yes, you're bad attack rolls.
Oh, dude.
Bad attack rolls.
What is it? Me as the interceptor, not intercepted. Very interesting.
Well, alright, so that was Welcome to the Fold. Yeah, you still got a whole turn.
So I am Kiora. Let's see here. What else does she want? I'm gonna do this predatory.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, predatory strike.
Yep.
On her. So another +1.
While you have high ground, you get an additional +1 basically.
All right, so let's move her then. So she's gonna take a bunch of leaving engagement attacks, moving through this part of the waterway.
Oh yeah, you would. Yeah, if you're gonna skim through the whole water.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you know what I realized too? You didn't do carry by waves. Oh,
Hello?
someone's in the house. Oh, it's David. How you doing? Hey, David, we're live on YouTube, just to let you know.
Yeah, you are being recorded.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
man.
hear you. Did you just hear what we said?
Sorry, man. I got home and I took a nap after work.
Oh yeah, no
That's
problem.
good.
I don't blame you.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, right. But hey, David, FYI, in case you didn't hear me before, we are live streaming on YouTube. All right?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yep.
All right.
How you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream.
Doing good. How about you guys?
You got your nap in, so you got to be feeling good.
Yeah, great and getting better, dude. Happy Friday to you.
I know. I finally made it through the week.
Yeah, we're playing some Friday night Magic Arena of the Planeswalker. I know it's always like Friday. Let's do Friday Night Magic.
That's what
It's
it is.
But you forgot about the Arena of the Planeswalker part. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Right,
yeah,
so-
yeah, David. We're actually in the middle of playtesting some Hedron shenanigans, customs.
Oh, it really is some shenanigans too.
It's wild.
Where is this thing gonna go? Okay, so I'm gonna be Kiora. I'm not gonna swim north up the river. She's gonna take the eastern bank, so I'm gonna move 1, and then 1, 2, so that's 3,
Oh yeah.
and then 4, 5.
Okay.
And now she's got that clear line of sight to that Hedron.
You're
that I
shooting
tried
the
to block.
Hedron?
I'm
Okay.
gonna shoot the Hedron. Yeah, dude. I'm just gonna shoot the shit.
Desperate, desperate.
I am desperate. Yeah.
What are you
super.
rolling?
So
5 to my
4.
4?
Actually, I'm gonna sacrifice Leaf Arrow.
Oh no, you're desperate. You are
Yeah, I'm
desperate.
super desperate. Super desperate. So it's 4, 5, 6, and then that's it, right?
So you're
Yeah.
rolling, 6. I think it's just 6. You got
Yep, it's 6. Yep.
it. Oh gosh, please don't.
Oh, here we go.
Please whiff. Please whiff.
The gods of whiff.
Yes. No,
Man.
get out of here. All right, you got 1 hit in. It's fine. It's fine.
That's the Hedron. It's just a scratch. Yeah. It was actually kind of a manufacturing defect from the Eldrazi. Yeah, that's it, man. In turn.
Okay. Let's bump up turn marker. Hey, David,
yeah,
do you want to?
that.
David, I forget which room I sent you an invite for. We're on a Roll20 room 4. I don't know if you want to jump in and watch our game or what. Sorry, we won't be able to chat with you a lot directly at the moment. We're trying to finish up some
I was gonna say, I
playtesting.
think we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon anyway. So
Hopefully.
It's cool. I'm watching you guys right now playing YouTube.
Oh yeah, you're watching the YouTube stream. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
how does that work? Are we like echoing for you, or are you just mute YouTube, or what do you do?
Oh, I just mute YouTube,
Yeah.
so I'm hearing you guys through here.
Yeah, he's watching the stream, but
Yeah.
has the rest of it muted. That's a pretty good idea, honestly.
Yep.
All
I
right.
have
Anyway,
yet to figure this stuff out.
it is my turn. I had to get me a card. Oh shit! It's fire breathing, dude. It's over.
Yeah, like me being a mer person, I'm like, oh, it's getting hot in here. Water everywhere.
All right, you know what? I think I'm gonna do the thing. So I'm gonna play this fire breathing. It's going on the fire cats.
That's
and
awesome.
yeah, I'm definitely taking my turn with the fire cats. It's just what am I gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Oh, you're not gonna like this. I'm just gonna come and kill you. So number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I don't know if you want to do the math or what, but I can definitely get all the way over here adjacent to Kiora. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, you can. Oh yeah, no, because you got that big butt. Yeah, dude. I got big. There's a couple good songs that you can play during the like Salt and Pepper. Push it real good. And then you got was it Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Yeah, Mix-a-Lot. I think that's
I
his name. Yeah.
Yeah, I like big butts.
I think I'm gonna push the Hedron. So with number 3, I'm gonna push the Hedron. But we're gonna go 1,
Yeah,
2,
you
3,
should.
4. I'm gonna push it straight up that way.
Whoa, dude! Look
I'm-
at this thing fly.
I'm hiding it from you, and we're gonna kill you. We're gonna punish you for
Bounce
this.
it off the static one. Yeah. Oh, dude. Kyora's like, why did I get out of the water again?
I think I'm gonna put this guy.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, we got the fire breathing. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You got fire breathing fire cats.
We just turned it up to 11. Yeah, I got 2 fire cats attacking Kiora at this point. You might just flat out die here though. I'm rolling 6 with both of them.
And then I'm roll 5.
6 with the first attack. There's 3 hits for intense strike.
Oh!
What do you take? You take 2.
I take 2, so she's at 4.
All right, then the second one. That's 4 hits. I think you're a dead man.
So I rolled.
You roll 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
4. So that's exact lethal.
So yeah, because you get +1.
Yeah, I did 2 to you.
Well, you get the intense strike.
2 damage. Yeah, exact lethal. You're dead.
Banish you
Dude.
to the Shadow Realm.
Do you wish you had Bountiful Harvest in your hand instead of putting it at the bottom of your deck there?
Yeah, that probably wasn't the best idea, but I don't know. I mean, this is it is what it is. I like to gamble. The game is it's a gamble. I like
Of
to
course.
play around with it. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm done on that. Go ahead.
I mean, you are also the world's greatest AOTP player too.
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right. Oh, dude, you
So
killed that mermaid.
Send your last pathetic figure in. I don't even need to align the Hedrons. I actually just win by killing you next turn, really. Yeah, this last guy doesn't have a chance.
You didn't even get to align nothing.
I mean, I can still align it. I don't need to kill you, but maybe for the memes, I won't even bother. Like, what are you gonna do if I go and align it? You can't stop me, can you? I literally think.
No, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, I literally think you lose no matter what, because I can just go and push it and align it, and yeah, you just lose. So.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's my turn. Well, I can't play the spell cards. I can't pick up a spell card. Then nobody else is summoned, obviously. It's just this one lonely phantom. Now, can I occupy or stand on that space where the? No way.
Currently, that would be allowed. Like, we haven't tested that, but yes, I've played it that way that you can occupy the space. Yeah.
Well, do I have enough move? 1?
No. I don't think.
It's stop in the water space.
But you can walk through my guys, but I still don't think you can make it, right? So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get to that level 2 space.
3,
That's it.
4, 5.
You can get to the level 2 space, or yeah, that's the closest you're getting.
Yeah.
But you know what you could do? You could try and kill this guy, and then wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I can still push it with my other fire cat. There's really nothing you can do. I'm gonna just push it, align it.
Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put myself in this.
You can attack
situation.
Attack just for the hell of it and see if you get a kill, right?
Yeah, I'll attack.
number 1.
What is it? Because hold on.
You get high ground on cat number 1.
Yeah, I got the high ground for number 1, so attacking for 4. 2.
Oh shit! All right, 1. Almost. He's half dead.
Pink.
All right.
That's end turn.
All right. So this is turn 15. Yeah, I'll take an LEA, but like, doesn't really matter. I'm just pushing.
Oh, we got halfway, like the 30. When we first started this game, I was like, "There's no way this game is gonna last that long." And it's after chucking these things around every which way.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Ping. You did it. You cast the spell.
GG's.
Yeah,
I aligned
dude.
the Hedrons.
You aligned the Hedrons.
Yeah, this isn't too bad. Like, this really isn't too bad.
Permutation of the rule set. Yeah, very interesting.
Like there was a lot of combat. Like, I think it was look how much we moved around the map. That was very interesting. It really was. Like, we utilized a lot of the map. That was pretty cool.
I would have loved to see more of the high ground utilized. Like,
yes,
but there's all this static stuff. Like, but there was no reason to go up there. There was no glyphs. It's like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, the map could be redesigned. Now we're gonna have to think a lot about what do we redesign this map to be like?
Is gonna be huge. You could either make or break this entire scenario, however it is. Yeah.
But
No,
I think,
very
given the
interesting.
way the Hedrons move, I think we can make like the Hedrons start further apart and like make the delivery points probably further apart too. I might be wrong, but I get that impression. We could probably spread things out a little more.
Now,
What
do
do
you
you
think it would have been worse? You think it would have been worse if we did the half rounded up? It wouldn't have been the same. Not as fantastic as it was like shooting them across the map
Yeah.
and everything else.
Honestly, that's a lot of fun launching them like that. It really is. I kind of feel like we should keep it that way personally. Like, did you like it? Like, you think it was worth?
No, I liked it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, it also sucks because like you could be like, I'm so close, and then all of a sudden the opponent just ducks it like wicked far away. You're like, no, you son of a bitch. Like,
Yep.
But that happens in Magic the Gathering. You build your creatures and you give them enchantments or equipment, and then they play a card that says exile everything, and you're like, motherfucker. you just lose your shit. Like it happens. So it definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat. It keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
What is it? I like that we have 3 Hedrons because like when one blows up, it's like, okay, there's that. And then the 2 places to sink them. Now, should there be an optional 3rd spot for it to, like, if you start with 3, could you have 3 places for them to end up?
And you only have to have 2 that
you
score.
only need 2. Yeah, that
that's
could
an
be
idea.
another.
Yeah.
But then that goes back to the way that we design the map and everything else too. Yeah,
I wouldn't mind that. I don't have any problem with that. Like, I would probably implement that if it was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, more options means like, yeah, there's more avenues for play.
Yeah. Now you just
What was I
gotta
about to
say
say?
the magic words.
What I was about to say is about like your exile. Like when you mentioned the exile, and like, oh, you're like, oh shit, I was so close, you fucked me. But like really, so I felt that way on like what? Like you remember at the one point, it was like on like the second turn of the game when you had Cura here and the ley lines, and like you shoved all of like the Hedrons like all the way out here and out here. But like I brought it back. Like you pushed them out on the outskirts of the map. I brought it back.
I tried to.
Yeah, it's not impossible.
Yeah.
It's not impossible to recover from. It really isn't.
I like the glow on the Hedrons. Like, look at the top. Look at the way the map looks. Like, you can see the 3 in the north, and then just that line of purple along the bottom. It's like, oh yeah, you did align this shit. Like, it totally lines up perfectly.
That's true. Yeah,
like,
having the visual.
Like, yeah, it's just like
you can't summon shit anywhere in that area. That's actually funny.
No, this is a no summoning zone. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh man, good game, dude.
Yeah, GG's. Thanks for playing. Altogether, well, I have a lot of creatures left. I have a lot. I just realized I kind of ran you over here. I have like my entire army is alive. Nothing died.
No, I didn't. I was really focusing on those the Hedrons.
Right.
Yeah, it was all about them.
But altogether, I think this worked out pretty well. I'm impressed, and I think this is it's worth keeping it the way it currently is.
That reminds me.
Not the map. Not the map.
3D printer.
Oh yeah, you're gonna do that?
Yeah. I'll keep hanging out and talking, but yeah, you're probably gonna hear like
I'll blow it up on my stream a little bit to make it a little larger.
I'm gonna preheat the bed, and I'm gonna preheat the nozzle. At this time, I'm gonna reach in there, grab the nozzle, and yeah, we're just gonna heat them up. I'm gonna make sure my thumb drive's in there. I'm gonna hit print. I'm gonna go down to the correct file. I got a lot of files on here. Here it is, Zendikar Hedron 1 hex. Oh no, that's not the right one. The new one is Floating Hedron Alpha.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know if you guys can see at home. Let me see if I can get it a little bit easier to see. Yeah, you can super barely see it. But here you get 1, 2, 3 Hedrons. Yeah, those are the 3 Hedrons. And they basically put them on little stems or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
See if I can get it better.
Yeah, I'm excited to see those, dude. Wait, are you gonna do a YouTube video of like you painting them or assembling them or anything?
They're really not going to be any assembly because they are just the Hedrons, and then there's this little stand on the bottom. I was gonna say the light is making them.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, it's just a backlit screen. But yeah, we're gonna heat them up, and I'm gonna go nighty night and wake up, and I'll have 3 floating Hedrons.
Yeah, that'll be sick, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, should be fun.
Yeah, Shinobi, I don't know what to tell you though. Like when you do, are you gonna play test? Like you're gonna play with Hedron mechanics tomorrow? Is that your plan?
Yeah, I was gonna do that probably tomorrow night.
So are you gonna use these exact ones where it's like, right, we're gonna do the pushing and like the exact same pushing?
I'm probably gonna like talk about and try. Maybe I might try the other permutations where we like, the +1 move, that's kind of shitty. Talk about like why that might be shitty, and show like, this is how arduous of a task it is. The other one where it's the move together, where it's like, yeah, you move one and then you pull the Hedron one, right?
But you're paying the extra point to move it basically.
And then how about sacrificing the attack? How much does that suck balls? Like, okay, yeah, why don't we like that? So yeah, no, I'll give it a go.
I mean, we could try like saying you can't attack if you push it, but yeah, I just feel like that really drags it down a lot. I might be wrong.
Let's see. And then
we never playtested that. To make that clear, Shinobi, we never playtested that way. I just feel like that's not a good idea. Is all.
No, it would not be as fun. Oh, I get my attacks sucked already. I didn't roll very well for a lot of them, so to me sacrificing my attacks, it would have been lame.
Yeah.
I thought that was a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had a big smile on my face the whole time. So.
Yeah, this was, I think there's definitely something here. Like, we got something good going on here with this, the way these work right now. I think. This is,
That shit is getting hot. Alright, I gotta go back. Tools, filament. That stuff's ready.
Oh, thank you.
So now I tell it, come to daddy. And that's when I just say, put that shit in my hand. Alright, I got a good flow of plastic.
Oh gosh.
Hit stop, hit back, hit print, hit execute. And there we go. Yeah, so I have 3 Hedrons in 6 hours and 54 minutes. Yay!
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it takes that long to print little things like that.
It's because there's 3 of them, and what it has to do is it's the amount of movement left and right. If I did 1, it'd probably do it in 2 hours, so it's like 2, 4, 6.
Okay.
It's like the 2 hours each. So yeah, it's because it has to move back and forth and everything. But yeah, the bed is rising, and the problem is, well, where does all the activity happen? It's gonna happen right here. You won't see anything until it starts to grow. It's really I gotta look inside and get it going. So yeah, no, she'll be heating up. She'll do her thing, and we'll be all set.
Nice, dude. That's exciting. Here, hey, I need about 30 seconds of BRB.
Of course, man.
You can say hi. Say hi. Hey, David, you do any
3D
printing? Yeah, it's her. He says hi, Mrs. Manchild.
All right, yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, so yeah, the Hedron alignment. I've been trying to 3D print a bunch of different files and stuff that interlocks with the terrain. So this is the last set. I just made up these custom files. I think Arcanus has some files, but he didn't share them with me. So we'll see what we end up coming up with for the playtest group. Me being a creative person, I just make stuff up on the fly all the time anyway. So I actually really like the Hedrons. I think they're like a really cool addition to the game. I wish they kind of included something like that in the base game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does take a while though. Your 3D printer, I think it's faster when you use the other one, right? What's it called, the resin one?
The resin one is a little bit faster. Yeah. But like for making terrain pieces, this kind of I think it's called additive manufacturing. It definitely is the way to go for big pieces. But for like 3D printing miniatures, the other one, the resin printer, is definitely the way to go. But it's not like these aren't too big. You could definitely use the other one for that too.
Yeah.
I just don't use it that much because it's so smelly. It produces a lot of hazardous material, and
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to like know like, oh, am I disposing of this the right way and everything. Yeah.
That's why for my, like, I have one for mines. I have like a suction just through made it, like through the window, so everything when it starts like building it, I throw all the fumes outside.
Yeah.
And now it starts smelling inside the building, the house.
No, it definitely does. Yeah, I've seen like a lot of YouTube videos where people have their resin printer in their bedroom, like at the foot of their bed. And I'm like, that's not going to be good for you.
Yeah.
Years down the road or anything else like that. Like you have to be really mindful of what you're doing. Oh, actually, that reminds me. So on the other side of my printer, I have like a carbon filter fan, and yeah, because in a couple minutes it's gonna start smelling like hot plastic in here. There we go. Got my air purifier going, so that'll be all set.
Oh yeah, you got an air purifier?
Oh yeah,
we
well,
got
I'm in a
two of those.
basement. I'm in a moldy kind of basement anyway, so it's like, yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, I got two of those in my place.
Yeah, man. But yeah. So yeah, David, what are you working on, my friend?
Yeah,
What do
David, I know
got
you
going
said
on?
you wanted to chat, so yeah, dude, feel
Yeah,
free,
well-
man. The floor is yours now. Sorry for making
It
you wait.
is.
We appreciate your patience. But yeah, you said you wanted to chat, dude. So what you want to talk about?
No, I was just saying because I was seeing your video, and then how that also depending on the map of the terrain that you play on, it is really important when you choose your army.
Oh yeah, we didn't even do that. He was just like, here you go, kid, and I'm like, what? Is this what I'm playing with? No, we kind of just jumped right into it. But you're right though. With every game scenario and map, it's hugely important to choose the corresponding army that's going to be successful for that. I mean, it can either make or break an entire game, of course.
Probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah. Well, you're always using Gideon, like trying to like, can I use the shittiest planeswalker and still beat him? It's like, you still seem to. You got a really good understanding of the game.
I
though.
used-
yeah.
I use the planeswalker that I think is the shittiest. That's just because I'm trying to figure out if there's some secret sauce, man. That's all.
Yeah, you're onto something though. Yeah. So.
But David, you were watching Wait, which stream you were watching? The that Walmart bonus stream thing that I did the other night?
Yeah, I think it was with Chandra and who was it? The other one?
The Nissa, probably the Green Walker.
Yeah, the Green Walker.
Oh yeah, why? Because were you listening to me going on my monologues about how like Chandra had no range and I was like so aggravated, like trying to figure out what the heck I was supposed to do.
Yeah, because like I think the same thing. Like Red is not bad. I like it. It has like destructive power, like straight, like avoids rolling dice, damage, and all that. But with range and flying, oh, it sucks.
Yeah. Especially on that map. I mean, I think I still read that in that battle, what Chandra ended up losing, but it was closer than I thought it would be. It shocked me that it was that close, I guess.
Well, that's why I think that dice roll, it always comes down to the dice roll, like how the elements work out. And
yeah. I wish there was an easier way to like track how the dice rolls were going. And what I mean is, I guess that might not make a lot of sense to you guys. The HeroScape Online, they have a Google Docs thing. Their dice roller, like they made like a specific app. One of their guys did using, I don't know what kind of code, but I think it was like custom programmed. So like when you make a username and like you sign in to like to the room for the first time or whatever, or like maybe it's for each game, like it'll actually tally up how many like skulls and shields and all that shit that you roll, and then like so you can click a button and it'll just update your it'll give you the percentage. So, like if you rolled 100 dice, it'll be like, yeah, you rolled whatever 60 skulls on 100 dice, and it'll be like you have a 60% like hit rate. It's like, oh, that's awesome.
That's crazy. What was it? Yeah, I was just watching a video about D20s and their variability and dice rolls and everything. Yeah, I mean the just the math. Like you literally have to roll dice thousands of times just to get like enough data to make some kind of analysis or to really have some kind of like long-term to be able to make any kind of distinction. Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah, isn't that what
we obviously play enough that you get all this kind of data and information. So yeah.
Isn't that what like Chat GPT does? Like at least when I've talked to Chat GPT, I'm like, hey, if I roll a 6-sided die, or like maybe I say a die where there's 3 sides that are successes, 2 sides that are, I don't know, blocks, and then 1 side that means like nothing, whatever. Like I've actually taught it to be like, hey, I have this, I have a hero escape die, effectively. And like it'll say, oh, what if I'll ask it for odds, and it's like, oh, the bot goes, I simulated this, these die rolls 10,000 times, or maybe it's 100,000. But yeah, that's what the bots do. Like the actual chat bots are like, I simulated this, a 1 and like a whole bunch of zeros number of times, because like it's like, hey, here's the averages, here's the percentages, that I got. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
What are you looking up now?
Looking up that video that I watched. Yeah, they were talking about the dice roll, like, yeah, where you have like an average and mean, and then like just how the guy calculated the data. Yeah, I don't know. I'll put it in the chat box, but yeah, very interesting. Bloop. And then he's like, well, then we live in the real world, and yeah, you have to go at least higher than 100. And he like sits there and he takes like just hours, and he's just rolling the dice and then recording his results, and he just keeps rolling the dice for like hours and hours.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, yeah. I actually did that.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
I don't know what I was thinking, but like to like play test my. Like how many chances if he has like 4 attack, so I mean 4 roll dice. I literally did it by hand, like okay, this time I got this 3. This time I got 4. I had to do it so many times.
Oh my gosh. I'm far too lazy for that. Wow, props to you, man. I'm far too lazy. I'll just look up, I'll use some kind of calculator. And just be like, okay, what's the average? Like what's the average expected value? And yeah, it's like how often do those situations happen, yada yada.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of doing, because I know I done it through Excel, like a formula, like I roll a 3-sided dice, and it'll tell me like and then I just specify what's each side, and it will tell me like you will get this many chances to get this, and this.
Oh, that sounds useful. Yeah.
In reality, like it could go either way for real life dice. Like the dice could be kind of dent. It will tend to roll one side more often after a while. So all those will change the probability of just rolling pure defense or attack.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I guess well, yeah, you're right in saying that like when you roll the dice, yeah, it could be anything. Like literally, if you roll 4 attack dice, yeah, you can get anywhere from 0 hits, a total blank out, to 4 hits, which is like max out, like good. But like you're statistically very likely. I wish I knew the math, but like statistically, you're probably like 80% chance to hit anywhere from 1, 2, or 3 hits, which is like that's fine, right?
Yeah. Hello.
What the heck?
Okay, I'm just here talking to the guys on the game.
What?
Talking to the guys on
I didn't.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just dropped off my mom and my Yasmin.
This is how I keep all my miniatures. Plastic bags.
How did that go?
Alright, I found my X.
What is that? Is it like your HeroScape stuff or what?
Like, I was watching a movie with it,
Oh,
and then I waved to him, and I'm like, "Are you still mad at me?" And he's like,
he's on a
"I'm
whole
not."
phone call right now.
Yeah.
He's like, "This guy is just a gang up on me, me regañaron, and all that stuff. Ya no puedo decir nada." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." And it's like, what happened? She wasn't there when it happened, so then my dad tried to explain it, but the way he
Get your popcorn, man. Get your popcorn.
Eat your popcorn, eat your popcorn. Alright, so I got Sabretooth.
Oh yeah, yeah. The dude.
Sabretooth, he's one of the evil.
I might
Brotherhood.
have that figure. I think I do actually.
Well, this is the thing is, so I don't know, me looking for inspiration, you know, hero clicks. You could buy them. I mean, they're like 99 cents for a bunch of, you know, you buy one figure and it's like 99 cents. So you got the unstoppable Juggernaut.
Juggernaut, yeah.
You're gonna have to throw Juggernaut in there in the morning. Let's see, Magneto.
Yep, I got a Magneto for sure. I remember using him.
You got this one, Magneto.
I don't remember which figure, but I do have a
I
Magneto.
always rebase the HeroClix figures. Just put a solid regular base on them.
Oh, but you did say it in aggressive.
I'm
You've
far
never
too
seen
lazy
me be aggressive or
to do
say,
that.
or that's not me being aggressive. And then he's like, and then he's like,
Oh, okay. And then this wasn't what I was wondering about.
I don't know what to do anymore, like with Yasmin.
I might end up muting him.
She was just trying to explain something to you. You could have just listened and said, yeah, I'm going to do my best. I'm not going to say anything. But it's,
Oops. Yeah, hey, David, I don't know if you can hear us, but could you mute yourself, please? Otherwise, I might end up muting you, and I'll just check it on you in like 5 minutes. Anyway, yeah,
Yeah,
go
right.
ahead. What was that figure, Shinobi? Was it Cyclops or something?
Oh no, it's the Sentinels.
Oh, that's a very small Sentinel. Wait, aren't they larger or no?
They are, but so when you get the HeroClix figures, they're supposed to be like I don't know, they're a lot bigger.
Yeah,
but
okay, yeah.
they also cost more. Where these are like smaller Sentinels.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's not bad. I see. Yep.
But the other thing is, how many hexes did you want the figure to take up? I noticed that, like, with a lot of my dragon figures and stuff like that, like...
Yeah, being like 5 hexes, yeah. That's not...
Yeah.
How do you do
Like,
movement rules
yeah,
for
like
that?
when I got this versus this freaking monstrosity, and this thing trying to stomp around the battlefield, just like... Yeah, like, oh, you can't go on that space because he's all cockeyed and stuff. It's like, it's a terrible feeling, so... It's actually kind of better off to just have a single hex guy represented as something. Yeah, so... I don't know. Okay, so what is it? So I have Magneto as the Planeswalker.
Yep.
And then I basically needed like 4 other miniatures to represent the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And then I don't know who the who should the hero creature be? Maybe like Juggernaut? Or maybe Sabretooth. What Juggernaut? You like Juggernaut?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we'll do Juggernaut. And then yeah, that'll be Sabretooth. I think this one's what the heck is her name? She makes you like sick.
Oh, that I'm not familiar with, I don't think.
I forgot her name. I'm just blanking on it right now. Let's see.
I blank on a lot of their names. Like, I'm vaguely familiar with them. Like, I've seen most of the movies and all that, but I'm not like I'm not like a super fan or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't follow it super closely.
Well, I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna do, and then I got Mystique, so we'll have Mystique. She'll be in the Brotherhood as a squad creature. I'm gonna say, I think she's actually in the wrong bin.
You know what's funny is I never rebased my HeroClix guys though.
I just don't like the HeroClix base. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, it's cool and all, but
I'm so lazy that I won't do that. I'd rather just keep the base. I mean,
it's also a good way. It's also a good way to break figures too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I just figured right.
Them. I like literally just snapped them in half. Yeah. Emma
the
Frost.
HeroClix figures work. Wait, who's that?
Emma Frost.
Emma Frost.
The blonde chick that
doesn't ring
can
a
like
bell.
turn her skin into diamonds. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I don't remember that one at all. That's funny.
Yeah.
I like to leave the HeroClix bases on, just like simply because in case I ever want to resell it or something, like it's still in
No, that
HeroClix
makes sense.
condition, you know?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, for me, it's like I don't care enough. It's like, okay, it's got a HeroClix base, but it's like the base works just as well as a HeroScape base, you know?
It does. It does. Yeah. I
You're
just
right,
I just don't play that game, so I'm like,
Yeah, I don't play
Oh my God.
HeroClix either. It just, yeah, it looks less cool having like the
it does
HeroClix
look
numbers and
less
all that
cool.
shit on
Well, like
there.
I just
Yeah.
don't know what it means or
Yeah.
anything either.
I don't either. Which is why it's like, okay, I don't know what any of that means, so I treat like it's just pure black.
Yeah. Villain. Hero villain. Avengers heroes. This is like the last bit of stuff that I have before I ran out of space. So. Yeah, so that'll be sweet. I'll come in here and I'll do Saturday morning cartoon stuff. Alright, let's get our X-Men. To me, my X-Men. Yeah, so that'll be sweet. So yeah, I'll have Magneto as the Planeswalker. Juggernaut is the hero creature.
Uh-oh.
What?
Some
Oh,
Donkey
yeah.
Kong just came on. Donkey Kong country music. I don't know if you're familiar with
Oh, there
Donkey
you go,
Kong.
man. Yeah. So yeah, Magneto is a Planeswalker. Juggernaut is a hero creature. And then I think this is what is it? Like Vertigo. That's what it is. Vertigo is her name. She makes you feel sick and stuff.
Oh, that makes
She-
sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
she-
like it does make you feel like you have
Sabretooth.
vertigo.
Yep. Emma Frost, and then Mystique. Yeah. And that'll be one whole army. And then we'll just I'll play the intro, the theme song, and we'll just freaking have at it. Yeah. I'll be like, okay, now does this work? Totally new customs. Oh, I guess I know what cards I'm uploading tomorrow. It is a struggle, dude. I'm like, every day I'm sitting in front of my computer, I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to write about today?
Man, I'm shocked you release them as fast as you do. That there's just so many to get through.
The
It's crazy.
HeroScape people think I'm fucked.
Wait, what do you mean? What do they say?
They're like, how are you posting 4 of these a day? Like, how do you have that capacity? And I'm like, oh, well, I've been working on these since 2020. Like,
Yeah.
I've got them all. I got them in my back pocket. Yeah, no, they must think I'm freaking crazy.
You should be like, oh yeah, this is what I do all day, every day. I just sit here and design cards.
Yeah. I mean, there must be people in the amount of chatter that I see in the HeroScape one. I mean, there must be people that just, I don't know how they have all that time to chat about everything.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so let's see. So if Juggernaut is the so who should be? So if Professor X is the Planeswalker, and Juggernaut is the hero creature, who should be the hero creature on the X-Men side? I was thinking Cyclops, but I kind of want to make it Colossus.
Yeah, go for it. That seems cool.
Okay, well let's do that then. So let's see. Here's Professor X. Oh, I only need two more X-Men figures, and it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, Professor X. You gotta have the yellow chair, right? Yeah, I am the AOTP.
What the heck? I am the AOTP.
Isn't that you, dude?
I don't know why you said that. As well. Like,
'Cause he's like reading your mind.
Oh. Do I have that figure? I might have that figure. I feel like probably most Professor X figures are him like touching his head in some way, right?
Oh, it
That's like
definitely
his
is.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just like Cyclops, he's always like touching his eye.
Yep. I don't know
Alright,
if I
so
have a Cyclops figure at all though. That's kind of sad. He's pretty cool.
Oh no, dude. Yeah, there's some pretty sick ones. So let's see. Oh, I need Wolverine. That's the last one I need.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got
You
a
gotta have
Wolverine.
Wolverine. Which is fucked up because I'm having a hard time finding him. Oh, here he is. And I gotta go with the classic Saturday morning cartoon version. The animated version.
Yeah, in his yellow suit.
Yeah, in the yellow suit.
Yeah, dude, that one's awesome.
You know, and it's funny, dude, like, you know, every day I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play with my figures. You know how long it takes me to just pull figures, make a map? Like, it literally is like, if I want to play on the weekend, it's like one day during the weekday, during the week, I write the story or I come up with the idea. Then it's another day during the week, I come downstairs and I pull all the figures. Then it's another day where I make the map. Then it's another day where I print the army cards, I cut them out, I pull the spell cards. It's like, it's a freaking lot of work doing all this stuff. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
well, I hope I get to play. It's so goofy.
I
It's
agree,
like,
man.
why do you put so much on yourself, dude? It's like, well, it's supposed to be fun.
That's why I do a lot of Roll20.
I don't
And,
blame you, dude.
I very
I
rarely
don't
play
blame you.
IRL because it's just
No,
like, I don't
like-
want to have to rebuild these maps 1,000 times, put my figures away, get them back out.
No, it definitely is a lot of
Keep
work.
it all away
Okay.
from my daughter. Like, it's different. It's for you a little bit different, at least, because you got your room.
Oh yeah,
like, that's
no.
great.
I have the free time.
Yeah.
For me not having, you know, adding to the genetic pool. All right, so Professor X will be the Planeswalker. Colossus will be the hero creature, which yeah, that totally makes sense. Especially like against Juggernaut. They
Yeah.
have Wolverine as a squad creature, Cyclops as a squad creature, Jean Grey because she was the first non-other person I pulled as a squad creature, and then Beast.
Oh, yeah, Beast, yeah.
Now, what about Gambit and Jubilee and Morph and yeah, they could be.
And
they
Rogue.
We can save it for next time.
I don't remember
Yeah.
Jubilee. I remember Gambit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there's so many freaking HeroClix figures, dude. You type in HeroClix on eBay, dude. Like a million
It's
things
easy.
pop up.
It's very easy
And,
to
well,
get
and
cheap
then
figures.
for me with the customs, I'm like, there's all this stuff I can make. Like,
Oh, yeah.
look at all these goodies. Look at all these treats. Like, I get so excited.
Oh, I agree.
And then my
No,
wallet
I
doesn't
completely
get
agree.
excited.
Yeah. That's
Well,
always the
it's
kicker.
fun. No, they're pretty much dirt cheap though. I mean, I remember going to the comic book store years ago and just like, you just find the bin of them and you just like, and you just like pick them up. Like, can you just sell these to me by the pound or something? Like, and I even think I seen them on eBay. It's like, oh yeah, $40 for like, or maybe it's like 40 pounds of HeroClix figures, you know, X number of dollars. It's like, that's crazy.
Yep.
Of course, you're gonna get so many repeats and everything. But if you're into like kit bashing, or
Oh, yeah.
you use the green stuff and you make up your own models and stuff, I mean, there's no end to what you could do. Oh, I'm gonna just chop this guy's head off and take this guy's arm, or I like this guy's gun, or you know. And then
That's
if you have a
true.
3D printer,
Oh my gosh.
you know, you can make your own kind of stuff everywhere. So
I mean, my
that'll
thought
be
was
fun.
just like, oh, if you get multiples, make a squad out of it. That's easy.
oh, of course you can make a squad. Yeah.
It's a squad of
Oh, definitely.
3 or 4 of the same exact model. Who cares?
Yeah. No, that'll be fun. We'll see. And then the Sentinels. Oh, what do the Sentinels do? They're a squad of Sentinels, right? Oh, can we do with those? Well, they're not on anyone's team. They're just there to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, that'll be very interesting. Yeah. Halt, mutant. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, I'll have some fun. I tried, like I said, like I like being relevant. I think about X-Men 97 where they just announced that on the 20th. That all just came on to Disney Plus, so it's like, okay, I want to play a game that's relevant to now. Yeah, like the Madam Web, I played that. I can't believe that was like just about a month ago now. That movie came out, and I tried to make that game. And then the Ghostbuster Parade, now like I make that game. So I always like making the games really current to what's going on.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah. But dude, I feel the pressure. I can't imagine those guys from South Park, how they make those episodes, like, and like, they're nuts.
Well, they can do it.
Wild.
They could do it because they're getting paid, and there's many
They
of them
are
working on it.
Yeah,
The difference is, You do this for free, and you're one man, and you have a job. Like your job isn't AOTP, right? Like there's so many factors. Yeah, there's so many factors that work in their favor in order to pull that off. Yep.
No, it's fun. It's fun though. Yeah. It'll be fun though. So no, I mean, like all my plans for the weekend got canceled because of the incoming snow or whatever. I was like, nope, I'm not going anywhere. Not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Is brother David back? How's he doing?
Can you guys hear me?
I hear you now.
Yeah, man.
Sorry about that. That was weird. I turned off my whole mic and my speakers, but somehow you guys were still receiving my voice.
We definitely were. Yeah.
Because I was seeing my thing grow green. I'm like, what do I have a mic? Like I literally disconnected my mic.
I'm glad you caught
speakers.
It. Yeah.
So I was like, what? Like I don't get. So I had to mute myself.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking. We're like, oh, I was like, Shinobi, get the popcorn, man. We're getting the whole conversation.
Yeah.
Well, good catch. I appreciate that. Because, at some point, we're like, hey, well, it was me. I was like, hey, dude, I'm like, can you mute yourself?
Yeah, because usually I just turn off my mic, my headset, and then it works. But somehow it was still being like I was talking. So, like, how can that be? Like, I have it off. So I disconnected it. It was still doing that.
Damn. Well, hey, you got it. Good job. Welcome back.
Somehow I have another mic around here that's connected to my computer.
That might be the case. Yeah. I don't know.
I was curious. Can you guys hear my 3D printer going?
I don't hear anything.
No, I don't hear anything either.
Is it pretty loud?
It's not too loud. My old 3D printer was a lot louder. It would go in and be like, and like it would make, like it sounded like robotic music. And I was like, what is this thing doing? Like, it was wild. It was a MakerBot Replicator 2. I think that was a 3rd generation printer. This is a 5th generation printer. I think we're on the current printers are either 8th or 12th generation 3D printers now.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, the technology and the advancement, it's just so crazy. Yeah, I can't imagine what they're coming out with now, all the stuff. So yeah.
I wish I had more time and money to explore that, because I think
it does.
I would be the person.
Costs money. Yeah,
I would be the person that could enjoy this.
Well, what is it? I got an email promotion. We're doing a March Madness, promotion for March, and they were like, X number of dollars off filament. So I was like, yeah, I guess I gotta order this stuff. So yeah, it's $100, $100 easily. It's like, oh, there it is.
Let's go.
And all it is it's the plastic. It's the raw plastic on the reel. It's not anything. It's not made into anything. It's not a finished product. It's just the raw material. That's it. Yeah, so it's still the time and energy and everything else that you got to put into it. So, yeah, it's fun. It's definitely its own hobby. But where Arena of the Planeswalkers came with jack shit in the original box, and if you don't have access to buying old HeroScape tiles on online or anything, 3D printing is your godsend. I mean, that video that I did with the projector, the guy that posted on Reddit, he 3D printed all of the HeroScape terrain that you see in that video, and it looks gorgeous.
Wow.
It really does. Yeah, it does. I was like, wow, that's actually 3D printed. I think he had, it's probably maybe a resin printer or something, but it looks absolutely astounding or whatever. So
resin printers are getting pretty cheap. Mine was only $300 and something.
Yeah.
And per bottle, I think last time I printed like miniatures, it was like about like 20 something of them just with one bottle. The bottle goes for like $30-40.
Yeah. No, as long as you are good about making sure that it doesn't get the UV exposure,
yeah,
and that you can strain and reuse it, yeah, you can get a lot of use out of those, the resin, definitely.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah. So like this is the thing, is you have to ask yourself, what am I gonna 3D print? If you want to print miniatures, definitely buy a resin printer. If you're gonna print terrain and like cosplay props and other kinds of stuff, then I would probably say get the other kind of the extruder one. Yeah, no, it's definitely. I'll make a video about it too.
Well, oh no, if you know about it, yeah. Like if you got the knowledge, I think that would be something cool where you can be like, yeah, make a 10-minute video of, hey, this is the kind of stuff you want to 3D print. Here's what I suggest. Here's some links. You can get yourself you can get yourself a sponsorship maybe at some point.
Yeah. I just found some more because I always scour every month or two. I scour the internet for new Magic the Gathering figurines or miniatures, and I just found a whole slew of new ones that I never knew existed. And so it's like, okay, you know, and the problem with 3D printing is you find shit that you weren't even ever thinking about 3D printing. And then as soon as you find it, you're like, I need to print that.
I didn't know I needed that.
Oh no, I didn't know I needed that. No. So, but it's cool. It's fun.
Well, jumping. Hang on. Speaking of your 3D printing. Your customs, you know, so Shinobi, I didn't have... What customs did you post today? Should we talk about those, or is it bedtime?
What? Which one? What the hell did I post today?
Your customs. I think they were like foxes or some shit like that.
Fox people? You said something about +5 or something, and you were like...
Oh, no, that was... I was responding because it looks like D-Dance. D-Dance said something about your Nissa.
Oh, my nieces are off the hook.
Genesis Mage Nissa could give a creature +5, and I said, oh my gosh. Yeah, I said, oh my lord, +5/+5, you're out of your mind. And then I said, oh, it's +5 power or +5 toughness. That's still insane, but I didn't have a chance to really look at the foxes. I just saw that you did like a fox thing, and I saw the bard, but I didn't really look that much at it.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Maybe before we go too far though, wait, where the frick is David's card? Let me see.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's look at David's. Yeah, because I post too much.
I was reading that one, and I forget his name. The Entertainer. Wait, can I get it up in the browser in the stream? I thought this one was really cool too.
The Elf Shaman, right?
Yeah. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, I know I've seen D&D miniatures that look like that, or
same here.
Heroes. Yeah, Hero Forge. You could easily make that guy on there. Yeah.
I already got the miniature. I went, I think it was like on Wednesday by my hobby shop. It was like $4. So I'm like, okay.
There you go, man. Oh no, that's awesome. Yeah.
Easiest thing ever, dude. So yeah, David, have you play tested this thing very much?
Not much. I think like 5 or 6 games. Let me see my.
Well, that's pretty good.
But so far, he didn't seem too strong or too weak. He seemed kind of like the prophet, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Just timing when to use it, especially if you're having your reserves and then you wait like towards the end. He comes out pretty good.
Yes, that's what I would say.
And
I thought he was really good. Go ahead, Shinobi.
I like how you did Goad, because in Magic the Gathering, Goad is very different than what you kind of propose, but you still captured a lot of that kind of feel to it.
I think it's pretty close.
I pretty much try to take what it has already, but since it doesn't really translate like properly to AOTP, so I try to change it a little bit. And
even the base game, they changed up how those key abilities work and stuff anyway. So I mean, there's still a lot of like the freedom that you have because of the way the game is. Yeah. No, it's cool, dude. I like it. Yeah. I like that you only have 2 abilities on there. I'm trying to get better at removing abilities on mine. The text is just way too tiny. I totally understand why you guys tell me, Mike, you gotta calm down there. Like, totally
I was initially gonna add another ability, but I'm like, if I add another ability, his stats are gonna have to come down to balance it. Depending on the ability. So I'm like, you know what? These 2 seems pretty good for the range, the life, and all that. So
yeah, I feel like Goad plus his range 5, like that's kind of everything for him. Yeah, he's kind of like middle of the road. Like, we have 5 moves, 6 life, 3 power, 4 toughness. It's kind of all middle of the road. And prowess it's kind of easy to give him 4 power, which is good. I think prowess is fine. Yeah, I like Goad. Goat is like the only reason, like the main reason I would draft this guy, for sure.
Yeah.
Like Goat is awesome though. Like this is an actual good ability. I really liked it when I saw this. I think it's what I wrote though. I think I gave you a couple paragraphs, but I was like, man, I'm like Goat is cool. Like that's what I saw. I'm like, this guy's like good for the end game because it's like when you and the opponent only have a couple creatures left. Like yeah, you can very easily, basically force your opponent into like weird positions where it's like it's like I've goaded your guy. Now if you're gonna attack, you have to come and attack me. I like it a lot.
Yeah, especially for like close combat, kind of like Gideon. You can make him come to you and fight you like close combat. But since you have range, with this one you still have your, let's say, your Planeswalker, you can take him down before he even gets to you.
Do you intend for this to work against Gideon?
Nah, just to help out kind of the red, because they don't have range at all. So they need something to at least,
I see.
You know, like to have some range, not too extreme. Because if you have it too high, and then they have like direct damage already that they already have, so it's like because right now I'm finishing up the red. Oh, pretty much the expansion that I'm doing. I have 10 sorceries already, 10 spells. They're enchantments, sorceries. I already finished playtesting a lot. The one I posted, that's half red and half black, the Minotaur.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and grass. Yeah.
Yeah, that one, and then I playtested a bunch of them. The goblins, the one that I had posted about with the grenades that you roll dice. If it's like certain die number, you do extra damage. But if you roll like I think it was like 18 or 20 with a D20, you do area damage or the target that you attacked around it. That target they deal 1 damage.
I don't think I read that.
That one was pretty far back.
Yeah, I've probably forgotten, or maybe I just didn't see it.
But yeah, I pretty much play tested all those already, and I like where I am with those. Especially the sorceries and the spells, enchantments are pretty good though. I mean, they're doing the same thing, like dealing damage, direct damage, but with a drawback, not to the extreme where you lose a whole squad creature, kind of like the ones that they already have, because those are, you know, kind of, it's not really worth it drafting it to your spell. So
when you lose a whole squad creature,
yeah, because I think there's one that like you deal a certain amount of damage and you lose a whole squad creature.
Oh yeah, Infernal Plunge. That's probably yeah. You have to kill one of your guys that's next to your walker. Yeah, I hate that card.
So it's good, but it's worse. Like, what's even worse? You're losing a whole creature for like dealing a certain amount of damage. I mean,
yeah.
So yeah, I meme on that card. Yeah, I think that card's pretty crappy. But I've drafted an Arlinn build that I think I have to practice with more because I think it might actually be a little bit better than we think, but not much. But yeah, I think in general it is kind of shitty. Yeah, there's no lie.
Yeah, it's not too bad. So I did create, I think it was an enchantment that you enchant a creature. So for that enchantment, let me see. I think I said that if one of your creatures die by your own spells, it increases the enchanted squad +1/+1. So try to balance it. Try to see what helps out with old cards, not just be like create new ones, forget about old cards.
Yes.
So.
No, yeah. That's good. I like that design choice because that's what I would want to do too. And I've tried to do that with like shitty Jace. Wait, David, have you heard like so we call Jace Investigator? We call him shitty, or I call him shitty Jace personally.
Yeah, I've seen all your videos already, like 10 times over and over. I just try to get like different perspective, you know, like okay, because I might see it one way, but then when I started hearing yours, I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, kind of is making sense now. Like, I was thinking the same thing, so.
Oh well, wait, have you always thought? Yeah, so like that's one of the cards where like we're trying to develop something that makes Jace Investigator like work a little bit better at least, but it's kind of hard to make Jace Investigator better without also making the good Jace even better too. Like,
definitely.
It's really we're trying though. We're trying an enchantment that will help Jace, shitty Jace, feel a little bit better, but I don't know if it's going to do its job. But I agree with you. I like that philosophy to be like, if you're designing new custom, it's like, can you take like some of the less used or like the shittier cards, like like Infernal Plunge, and be like, try to make it something that might be worthwhile, like to combo with, so that like, it's like gonna add variety to play. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, I did come out with a spell with it. It was a sorcery that for that Jace, saying that you look at the top like 3 cards on your library, and then you put them in any order, and you just put them back. So if you use Jace, if you call out the card name on the top, that you get to play it. So that will help it. That helped it a little bit. Like you play your sorcery, you fix the cards they want on top. You use the ability. You already know which one you put on top. You name that card. You draw into it, and you play it.
Oh yeah, are you talking for shitty Jace right now?
Yeah.
So yeah, that one is for the opponent though. You know that, right?
No, yeah, but I mean, I created my own one.
Oh.
You create, like, you place the sorcery. You look at the top of your own cards. You put them in any order. So I try to, like, same thing. I try to figure out how to make them better. Him and Gideon.
Yeah, poor Gideon. Poor
I mean,
Gideon.
Gideon is not too bad, but it's just, I think the movement, like, one range, it just kind of sucks.
Oh, it definitely does. Yeah.
Oh, I take a crap on him all day. My personal opinion, I'm pretty sure it's the range one that's absolutely his downfall.
Even if he had one range, let's say he had like 7 life or 8 life, I think he would have done a little bit better, more survival.
Oh, that's a possibility too. Yeah.
Because I know Onyx already, Onyxis or whatever his name is, he has 8 life.
The
like
demon.
if Gideon had 8 life, nothing else, I think he would have done a lot better.
That's true. I would agree. Like, there's parts of me that I'm like, yeah, if Gideon had 7 life, he probably would. Like, I feel like if I had to redesign Gideon, that's all. I would probably just give him like either +1 life or like +3, maybe 4 range, and then he's like actually probably on par with most of the other walkers. Like, that's so. I just find that so crazy. But we've also developed some hidden enchantments that somewhat help. But we're developing one hidden enchantment that will help that Gideon in particular, the shitty Gideon, because we're also creating a custom Planeswalker Gideon.
Oh, nice.
But we made one hidden enchantment which should help the original Gideon a little bit, at least. It's a, I mean, I guess I'll just briefly explain because I'm taking over the soapbox here. But we're making a hidden enchant that triggers whenever somebody leaves an engagement with you, or like with Gideon, I should say.
Yeah.
And what it does, and you may have seen me talk about it on a stream, but so you flip it when someone leaves an enchantment with you, and then what the enchantment says is, whenever you damage a figure with a leave an engagement attack, that figure cannot attack for the rest of the turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, so if you move and run away from me, you have a 50% chance to also not be able to attack after running away. Which, like, so then it turns into, okay, if Gideon has a hidden enchant on him, do I sit next to him? Like, do I stay next to him and risk Counter-Strike? Or do I run away and risk just not attacking at all, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that helps him a little bit, at least. But yeah, poor Gideon. Yeah, I agree, though. Jace and Gideon, I think I've ranked them both as the worst 2 Planeswalkers in my opinion.
Yeah, I think you have too, yeah.
Gideon is by far just the worst. The lack of range is bad. But I think the other problem with Jace, just talking like philosophy or whatever here, why I hate shitty Jace is that like a lot of Planeswalkers typically have a way to like deal damage like twice in one turn, or like move another figure during their turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Gideon and shitty Jace like don't do that at all. That's so crazy. We're like, right, like Omnixilis. I mean, yeah, he has 8 life, which is also really good. Like Omnixilis has the thing that just makes a squad guy disappear for free.
Yeah.
Like it's just an ability where it's like you land next to a squad and it dies. It's like holy shit, and then you can still attack right afterwards.
Yeah.
What else? Like Sorin has the multi-attack thing, which is good. Like it's like Sorin is good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, like Sorin can attack up to 5-6 guys in a turn. It's crazy. Nahiri is, well, whatever. I mean, she has a chance to deal additional damage, like after she does her little teleport thing. I mean, it's not super high, it's not super good, but it's there. What else is there? Chandra can double attack. Nissa's kind of bad too. All she can really do is sprint, but sprint's pretty good on its own, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Not that it's offensive, but like you sprint and run away, it's pretty freaking dope.
I was gonna ask you, did you make more cards from Commander Legends?
Who are you talking to, David or me?
David, yeah, because your Baloth, he's from that set, so I was just curious.
Yes, I am.
Nice, dude. Awesome. I can't wait to see what you come up with then. Yeah.
Are you making a whole
Yeah.
set based on Commander? I don't know what Commander Legends is, by the way, but yeah.
So it's basically like this is a D&D set. It's Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate, which is all D&D
I know Baldur's Gate.
set. But then Commander is the one of the Magic the Gathering formats. So
I know
I
that.
basically made it for Commander, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
All right.
it's just-
So
it's
David,
interesting.
are you making a whole set then based on that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you before.
Yeah, but not like necessarily just one whole expansion just based on like overall the expansions that I'm thinking ahead, like keep adding to it.
Okay.
No, that's cool. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna post more of that. I want to see what
Yeah,
else.
I
Like, have you posted
I
the
have a lot.
spells?
What happened?
Have you posted spells from like the stuff that you're making?
No, I have not.
Oh, dude, I'd be interested in
I
seeing
have, I
that.
have done so many of them, so many stuff. It's just that sometimes I want to like kind of play test them first.
Yeah.
I don't want to like post like anything that's broken or like.
Oh, I do that all the time.
No, yeah, dude, seriously. Unless you can't take criticism, but
No, I mean,
like,
I like the points that you guys have given out. Like I have changed some of the stuff with it. It makes more sense.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Like I don't give criticisms or whatever like maliciously, but rather to say, hey, let's think about this. This is probably way better than it deserves to be. You know.
Yeah.
I actually pulled up your. Hang on, I found your Goblin Blaster, or the Goblin Ruin Blaster. It's called. I want to read them. Okay, 3 creature squad for 195 points. When it deals combat damage, okay, to an opponent creature, okay, roll 20 side die. Total 16, deal 1 extra damage to target creature. Okay.
Yeah. The only one I changed was the last one. Instead of being just one creature, like did the whole area of that creature.
Okay, so you have changed this since?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, even my cards, like I know like I'm spending all this year uploading my cards. It's only until next year I'm gonna be able to repost them as the edits.
Oh my gosh. Well,
This is not enough time. Like,
Shinobi-
it's just- I can't-
how many days do you go where like none of us respond to you? I feel like I've seen a couple of those when I look back.
Well, even then, it's I made those cards years ago, so some of them I've never even play tested with.
Right.
Some of them they're only theoretical. Like it's like I have notes next to them that say like unfinished, and I'm like, huh, like what about this was unfinished? Like was it that the figure needs to be like painted? Is it the fact that the figure I need to think of different spells, or I need to rework a spell? Like my notes are freaking unfinished. So I don't know. It's just it's just weird. It's a weird place, but I know with the amount of know-how, like the know-how that you guys have transmitted to me, like I know I'm gonna get a lot better at redefining the cards and the wording and everything else. I mean, they're already getting a lot better. You know, if you could say it in less words and do that, and
We try.
I don't know, yeah, different strategies that you guys have just handed off. Iacus, oh my god, I built one of the cards I built the other weekend for the Ghostbuster game. I gotta read it, and I'm like, oh, the motherfucker's got Iacus. I'm like, oh, I tried so hard not to do that. It's just so easy to be like, oh yeah, this figure does this.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, there's
well, it
precedent.
does. Yeah.
There's precedent
guy's been
for it
alive.
because Nahiri has it, but yeah, it's like that's one card, and it's like you can tell that was probably an
Yeah.
accident.
No, it's just so easy to do. It's just easy. I think it's because of the way our language works and how, we describe, nouns,
Yeah.
verbs, and adjectives. Yeah, it's just very interesting. So
The
yeah,
English
why not?
language being.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll post one of the spells that I made.
Oh, let's see it.
Alright.
We'll pick
Ooh.
we'll pick fun at it while we're on stream. That'll be fun. Here, I'm gonna open it in my browser. I forgot I gotta open it in browser. Flame Speaker's Will. Alright, let's read this. Enchant. Alright, unique hero or unique squad. Enchanted hero or squad gets +1 power, +1 toughness. Whenever a creature deals damage to a figure, you may send Flame Speaker's Will to the graveyard. If you do, destroy one of your opponent's enchantment. Okay. Alright, you got a lot of weird spelling errors, but that's fine. Like, that's just, you gotta spend more
Yeah.
time, right? But that's fine, I get the gist. It's +1 power, +1 toughness. Alright, whenever. Okay. So this is weird. All right, so what I'm getting from this, all right, I see. Forget the first sentence. I kind of want to focus on the second one, where it says, whenever a creature deals damage to a figure, you may send Flamespeaker's Will to the graveyard. And then if you do, destroy an enchantment, right? Okay. So, whenever a creature deals damage to a figure, like, so does that just literally mean anybody's creature dealing damage to anybody else's figure? Like, is it supposed to mean the Enchanted Squad or Enchanted
that's
Hero?
what I was gonna say. I think it's supposed to be the Enchanted Squad.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the Enchanted Squad with this card, when it deals damage, you may send this one to the graveyard to destroy one enchantment.
Okay, right. Yeah, so whenever, let's say, whenever enchanted creature deals damage to a figure,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
right, you may send this to the graveyard and destroy one opponent enchantment. Okay. Okay, this seems pretty cool.
Yeah, you're one of your opponent enchantment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a weird misspelling, but it's clear that it's like destroy an enchantment. Matter of fact, and David, maybe take this as like, I would maybe just change that to be like, all right, you can send this to the graveyard, and then say if you do, destroy one enchantment, and it's like, okay, like maybe you want to destroy a black enchantment, like that's on your own guys, like maybe you want to give that option. I don't know, but I would consider that. So like, don't make it only an opponent's enchantment. Well, actually, then again, the black enchantment still is an opponent's enchantment, huh?
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, that doesn't really change much.
That's what I was trying to do. This one where it destroys no matter what enchantments. It could be red, whatever your opponent's enchantment is. But like, I kind of try to balance it by, if you want to destroy an opponent's enchantments, now your squad creatures lose the buff. You know, +1 attack, +1 defense.
I think it's pretty fair. Yeah.
So it's kind of like saying like, do I want to have this extra damage, extra defense, or is that enchantment having trouble with that I just want to destroy?
I can see this being pretty good, yeah. My gut, yeah, now that you just said that too, my gut kind of says that this is actually probably a little bit better than you'd first believe because of that. Alright, so, in my head, my first thought is, okay, let's say we put this on, I guess either a hero or a squad, really.
Yeah.
But it's like, let's say it's on a squad. You know, we got a full squad of 3 guys. And, right, so the full squad gets +1/+1. I'm running in, attacking, yada yada. And then some turns into the game, right? Maybe 1 or 2 of my squad creatures have died. And then suddenly this turns into, okay, I've kind of benefited, you know, again, after some number of turns. Let's assume at least 1 of them has died. Now I can be like, okay, let me just try and get the squad to do 1 more damage so that I can then just get rid of this, because it's like, I don't really need it anymore, right? For the most part, I've benefited from it. And then I can deal damage and then also destroy an enchantment afterward. I feel like, yeah, like, if this is an early draw, this is a good card. That's kind of, I think one of the key things for this, just trying to think of like game mechanics here, yeah, is if you get this really early, like opening hand or like the next like 1 or 2 cards, is like, yeah, like you put this on a full squad with 3 guys or more if you have custom squads with more. They're like, yeah, you can very easily get the +1/+1 is much better while there's a full squad on the field, right? That's obvious. Yeah. But then as the game winds down, it's like, okay, let me just try and get 1 more damage and then kill another enchantment while I'm at it, which like kind of feels like a bonus. Where like if this is like your last card or whatever, like the bottom 5 cards of your deck, it's like, okay, you know, you've probably lost some of your squads. Whatever, like you've already had some combat damage, and it's probably a little bit weaker at that point. But I think just given the first point, they're like, all right. And I got one more thing I just thought of. So, are you familiar with Divine Favor from White? I wonder if I can pull that up on stream or something. Or if you want to like look it up.
I'll have to look it up.
So let me look it up right here.
I'll even see if I can pull it up on stream. I was going to the Hero Escapers. Wait, you know what? It's going to be on roll 20.
Yeah, you mean the one that gives +1 attack and +1 defense?
Yeah, it's actually just +1/+1, and it costs just as much as this.
Yeah, I just saw that right now.
Okay, so you found it, yeah. So, like, given the cost of that, and where's that? Right. So it's like just the +1/+1. All right, we got 2 things. We got many things going on here, right? Yeah. So given that Divine Favor is just only enchant a squad, and the enchanted squad gets +1/+1 for a cost of 25. it's like I think just the sheer flexibility of, first of all, this is in a unique hero or unique squad gets +1/+1, which is like, okay, that might warrant a point increase. I mean, that's not entirely, but I think that just the whole extra effect of saying that you can send this to the graveyard to kill another enchantment, I feel like I would personally probably start this at like 30, maybe even 35 points. Have you playtested?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say if you playtested this or not, David?
Yeah, I initially had it 30.
Okay.
But somehow I felt like you said, I drew it like towards mid game or towards the end. I felt like it was a dead card.
It would. It would feel more dead. It wouldn't be entirely dead, but I agree. It's like if it's mid to late game, it's gonna feel a little bit worse. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was enchanting my creature. Like same thing happened to me. Had one creature, I gave it +1/+1. Cool. But then to get the next effect, it was like, oh, I must have to do damage to destroy that enchantment.
Yep.
But I only had one creature, so the odds were really low.
That's true.
Like in the beginning, if I had 3, the odds are increased. Like even if the first creature didn't do damage, the second one was gonna do, or if not, the third one. So you had like 3 chances there. But once you had one creature, you only have one chance. You don't deal damage, you're stuck with it. You do it again, you don't deal damage, you're stuck with it. So it's like, oh, this is a dead card. So I kind of that was one reason I kind of lowered it. Because I'm like, yeah, it gives you +1/+1, but I mean, there's other cards that from the red that gives you +2/+2. So would you rather take that or this? You get me? So that's what I was looking at it too.
Oh yeah, were you looking at Stubborn Resilience?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you read. So I think Stubborn Resilience is really good. Shinobi's felt the pain from that card. Here's the thing with Stubborn Resilience. Yeah, you get +2/+2, but it's also only for a squad that has 1 figure left.
Yes. And it's 30 points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
There are times where Stubborn Resilience feels bad. And so before I lose my point, so Stubborn Resilience, I wouldn't really compare that to this card a whole lot anyway. But what I wanted to jump to was when you play test, what kind of army are you using with this? Do you by any chance remember? Like, are you using like a hero and a squad in the army, or like multiple heroes, multiple squads? Like, what are you doing in the army?
I think it was just like pure mono red. I think it was with Mad Prophet, Goblins, and the Blazing Fire Cats.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Alright, because my first thought with this is, let's see, what can we do with like a Chandra build? And so David, I don't know if you've seen like a lot. This is like, I'm trying to think of a way to explain this to people, because I really haven't come out with a video yet. But I think a lot of what the, at least official AOTP meta revolves around is, you know, of course I say meta. This is my observation of my own playtests and like what I feel is like the strongest shit in the game, right? Is that you tend to want to stack a lot of the same one kind of creature, as in, I mean, you've definitely seen in my other videos, if you've watched most of them, I talk about the heroes only, like the heroes only white builds, right?
Yeah.
So there's kind of like a new, I mean, I'm not going to call it new, but another concept I'm exploring, and even like Shinobi just played with today, was like the Kiora, like the Planeswalker. Like, it's basically a Planeswalker only build without actually being Planeswalker only. But it's like all of your spells in your deck are for buffing your Planeswalker. Or like in the white heroes only build, it's like, okay, you have no squad creatures. All of your spells only buff heroes. So it's like, now your 2 heroes are super juiced and like nuking shit.
Yeah.
And then now there's a third one that like I usually do with Nahiri, is squad spamming. It's just you don't buy any heroes. You stack your deck with squad enchantments, squad buffs, and you bring 3 or 4 sets of squads, right?
No, it's good. It's good stuff. I mean, if you think about the game and what you're allotted to as a, you know, point value, and you get to craft your army. Well, it's up to you, and it's really just like crafting a Magic the Gathering deck. I mean, it's really, you get your own kind of spin on how you want to put all that stuff together. No, so yeah, it definitely is. It doesn't just, and I never even thought about that. I was always like, oh, okay, I have to have a Planeswalker, a hero creature, and a squad. I'm even doing that right now, freaking with little X-Men. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like that. Yeah, you like that a lot.
Why do I have to have a hero creature and squad creatures? You could just do, straight squads or straight hero. Yeah, so it all depends on really what the text of the card is and what you're hoping to achieve, what your tactic is.
Right.
Yeah, every game it's a different tactic, so.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting
like,
at. Is you get consistency when you do that. You get like a
Me
lot.
too.
You get consistency because I experience it all the time when I playtest. And David, I know you're gonna talk. I like to take the soapbox sometimes.
No, it's okay.
But you see where I'm going with this, right? Like this is
No,
about
yeah.
consistency. Is that if I'm mixing a deck, like when you make a deck with like you said, like Mad Prophet and then 2 squads, and it's like, okay, maybe you want to put a spell, and that's like, okay, I want like maybe 2 or 3 spells that could work on the Prophet. But then, and then another 2 or 3 spells that help the squads, whatever. But then what happens is you get these scenarios where you summon the Prophet on like the second or third turn or whatever, because that's how the game's panning out. And then those 2 or 3 spells that would help the Prophet are at the bottom 5 cards of your deck. So this is a double-edged sword. Because now it's like, okay, now you have all these squad buffs in your hand, but you wish you could buff the Prophet. And now the Prophet's going to die because you don't have the buffs, right?
Yeah.
So then when he does die, what happens is later on in the game, you're going to draw into those hero buff spells that are at the bottom of your deck. And you're going to be like, well, oh shit, not only did my Prophet die without getting as much value as he could, now I'm drawing dead spells that don't do anything for me. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, that
Yeah.
happens all the time. Yeah, that's why sometimes I get pissed off. I'm like,
Yes.
why did I even bother? These spell cards don't even... I spend more time trying to determine what I'm going to do for my turn, looking and analyzing the spell cards when I'm like, I should just freaking just worry about what's on the battlefield instead of superfluous spells. Yeah.
But yeah, and then David, go ahead though. I'm sure you have some thoughts here.
Agree. That's one way I'm taking it too. Like when I'm creating these spells, I'm not just playtesting it. Like I playtest it like 3 different ways. One where like my Planeswalker, just pure squad creatures. Planeswalker, just heroes. Planeswalker, and a mixture of both. But this one did fall short with just the creatures. But when I went with pure heroes, it was worth it no matter what time I drew it. Beginning, late, mid game, because heroes were tending to do more damage, so I had more chance of activating the second one.
That's true. Yep.
Because I went for that playtest. See my notes. I went with. Let me see where was it. I went with Nahiri. I used Mad Prophet and I used the Angel one.
Yeah. Vacuum.
So no matter what time, I always had a chance of getting that second effect going off. Mad Prophet, we're using Haze. Since I would activate it, use this one Haze, and it would just go crazy. I would do damage, and I would activate it because they would have was it something with the green one, the growth one, the one that's pretty strong.
Yeah, the Titanic growth. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I would
Busted.
destroy stuff like that, so I'm like, oh, that's good. And Evasion, she's just OP. No matter what, she's more likely gonna do damage. So
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and that's actually a whole other thought in itself is, this is probably really good with Nahiri, for that reason. Because, like, Nahiri can run the white heroes builds, and this
Yeah.
supports
Yeah.
white heroes builds because you have Enchant Hero on here. This probably makes, Evasion. I jokingly call it Evacuum. This probably makes Evasion, and even the Core Captain, or even the Eldrazi Ruiner, like, this makes all of them just a lot better. That's crazy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
I
the
feel-
kind of shit you need to run. Yeah, it's like, all right, heroes only. Stuff as many hero spells in the deck as you can, and just watch. Yeah, this is probably broken in that.
Yeah, that's why like I've been going back and forth changing how much it costs because I'm like, okay, squad creatures, it seems kind of worthless having a high cost, but heroes it seems pretty good. But then if you go with squad creatures and you draw out the first turn, second turn, you're good. So I was like, I've been struggling. I had it 35, I had it 30, went back to 35, 25. I've been going all over with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Based on that, I mean, I feel like I would personally suggest keep it at 30. Like, I just feel like this is just for the sheer fact that it's like divine favor but better. I feel like it should cost more.
Yeah.
That's just me. I mean, it's your custom. You don't have to listen to me.
No,
That's
I
just
mean
my
that's what I do.
suggestion.
I go through cards and see, okay, this one if it has a similar effect somewhere else, let me see how much that one costs. Well, it can be cheaper,
Yeah. Because, like, I tend to like Divine Favor a lot. Like, I would say, I think in one of my tier lists, I put Divine Favor, like, it's, like, above average for sure. And, like, yeah, it's 25 points only for squads. Like, there's a lot of parts of me that think this is basically as good, if not better, than Divine Favor. So,
Yeah.
I could see it, like, maybe like, I would play, he's green, he's blue. I would play test this.
Yeah,
This is a good card. I like this.
Well, I think the Blind Eternities is calling me back to my home plane of Slumberland.
Yes,
Actually,
of
it's
course.
been an hour and 8 minutes, so it's like I've been sitting here smelling the plastic, and I think it's starting to get to me. So
you're
I
getting
gotta tap
high.
out. We're
Yeah,
at
yeah.
14% with these Hedrons, so that's exciting. But thanks so much for playing, and I'm gonna give that a test tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys on the
Yeah.
flip side.
Good luck. Hey, are you gonna record that or anything, Shinobi? By the way.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely do a recording.
Oh, nice. Cause I'll check that out. I want to see how the whole pushing Hedron things go. All
Yeah,
right.
right.
Yeah. Thanks, dude.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
take care, fellas.
Yeah.
Bye.
GG. Have a good night. Nice. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna sit here and get into like a pissing argument with you, because it's your custom. That's just my stance.
No, I mean I agree though. Like
I
it
could
could
see
be
this
really
being
strong,
30.
especially like you said, dancing the minds like 25. Because this one you have another effect to it. So why would it be the same cost points? You know?
Yeah, I just think, yeah, right, exactly. That you can do hero or squad with it, which just means it's more universally useful, and that's fine. I actually like that you can do hero or squad. But yeah, it's just I think the additional effect also makes me feel like, I mean, an extra 5 points isn't that much. The Divine Favor is already like really good, so it's like even if 5 points like makes us feel a little bit less good for some reason, I think this is still a very good card, like a usable card, even at that rate. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But yeah. So no, if you have tried Nahiri, I'd be shocked. Yeah, I'd be shocked if this card like isn't absolutely busted. Like as you said, with like Evasian, Mad Prophet, Nahiri, bring all the white spells that say heal your heroes and give your heroes toughness and all that crap.
Yeah.
Like I can see those. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Developing more hero buff spells when white already does it like obnoxiously well.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to do at least one, maybe two, buffing heroes for each color, like white, black, green.
Yeah.
So they could each have one, but I don't want to overdo it because since we have like different, like kind of the Planeswalkers where you could have dual color, you're just gonna run pure heroes. Your whole library is just gonna contain buffing your heroes, and it's just gonna be OP.
Maybe. Who knows if it's OP? It's kind of. I think it kind of turns into a matter of test it against other squads only, heroes only,
Yeah.
Kiora, Planeswalker only. But yeah, I've been thinking about that whole concept for a while. As far as like, how do I best explain that? I do want to do like a whole write out. Are you familiar with HeroScapers.com? I assume you are, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So like I've been doing a couple of random like write outs on HeroScapers.com. I mean, I don't think I have in like a good probably 9 months, if not more now. But like I've been thinking about like, all right, how do I explain this in like an article, or not like an article, whatever, in like a rant, effectively, like in a few paragraphs to be like, hey, this is what I see in how to make an efficient AOTP army. It's like, yeah, it's everything I just explained to you, right? It's like, don't use Mad Prophet plus squads, and then put squads plus heroes buffs in your deck, because yeah, there's gonna be those, even if it's 1 out of 10 games, where it's like all of your hero stuff is at the bottom of your deck, and you need the Mad Prophet on the battlefield right now to help you. And yeah, and it's like then he dies without getting his spells to buff him, and then you draw into spells later on, and they don't do anything for you. So it's like there's clear efficiency right there, just in like those scenarios. Even if it only is like 10, 15, 20% of the time that it would ever happen like that. I know from personal experience, it happens.
Yeah, it has happened to me too, where I'm building an army, I'm like, oh, okay, I can use this enchantment, this one, for this creature or this hero, and then I never draw it until the end. I'm like, I don't need it no more.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, yeah, this could have been any other spell, right? And that's when it's like, if you have 4 squads, then it's like your entire deck is squad buffs. It's like every time you draw a card, it should be usable, unless you're like getting absolutely demolished somehow.
Yeah.
So, and on that note, part of my design philosophy that I've been sort of trying, I'm struggling because it's clearly it's a hard thing to do. You may have seen it on some of my recent streams, but with Gruesome Slaughter, one of our customs we're trying, is like I'm trying to encourage mixed builds. Like I call it mixed builds, but like what you're talking about, where like you have maybe 1 or 2 heroes along with 1 or 2 squads. is that I'm trying to make spells that like maybe are a little bit cheaper than usual, but then it's like, okay, if you have a hero, you know, do something with your squad, that kind of stuff, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna run those squads, 'cause let's face it, at least in my opinion, again, this is just one madman's opinion on the internet, but I do feel like if you're not playing all squads or all heroes, you're gimping yourself automatically. Like, at least you're potentially gimping yourself. So in my mind, I'm like, all right, let's make more spells or creatures which encourage mixing squads and heroes, so that we're getting more, you know, non-straight heroes, straight squads builds, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what are the
I'm trying
ideas?
to-
Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I'm ranting, so go ahead. I want to hear you.
No, I was gonna say I'm doing the same thing. I'm trying to do the same thing where I'm creating the Planeswalker, where it gives you the incentive to bring the two different colors of armies. You know, because sometimes you're like, kind of like when you go with what's it called? What's her name? With Arlene, you pretty much tend to just go all green. So it's like, okay, like I want to create a Planeswalker where you're not just incented to just go with one color, but you're incented to go with two different colors and still do combos and still create something out of it.
Interesting. Okay, no. I would fight you on that, because I don't go straight green creatures with Arlene. Actually, I mean, I personally don't. I would like. So wait, why don't you? Like, all right, you're Arlene. So what creatures do you use with Arlene? Then, when you're saying all green, what do you use?
Oh, the Castle Rangers and the Elf Rangers.
Okay, and that's what that probably is, about 500 points, I assume.
Yeah, around there.
Okay. Okay, that, let me see, does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense if you're playing 500 points. I don't play a ton of 500 points, so that might be why. Wait, does Elves plus Kessigs? Alright, now you're gonna make me do some math, dude. Does that even add up to 500, though?
Well, the Elves are 80 and the Castle are 90. That's already 170.
I'm actually,
And then
Kessigs.
Arlene is 340.
Yeah, so I got 510, which is fine. Like, I'm not here to, whatever. But,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
so, like, when you play games, you usually just say, like, okay, stay around 500 points kind of thing?
Well, usually we play like, what's it called? 700, like 650 to 700.
Oh, okay. Yes.
But the thing is that when I'm playtesting it, I'm trying to stay away 500 since the rules are 500.
That's true.
But I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna change that up to at least 600 because some creatures are pretty strong. You end up with your Planeswalker and one hero or one creature, so it's like you can't really do much.
No, you're right. So what I do want to say though on that note, so yeah, you said the official scenarios are 500, but what is it? The freaking Battle for
Yeah, the
Zendikar.
Jalsi, it says that it's 600, but they never changed that to any of it.
What do you mean?
Well, it says right there that on the Battle for Zendikar that it's not 500, it's 600 now.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
yeah, it
then
says
you
you could treat any of this, whatever it says, the scenarios, like you could say, it says you may treat them as 600 points or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you may build a 600 cost pre-made army.
Yeah.
But when you look at the other ones, all the scenarios just say you start with 500, or 500,
That's
even
true.
the new one. So I was like, okay, does that override that or?
I personally take that to mean it does, but you're right that it's just like a, yeah, oh, great. One rulebook is now colliding, yeah, whatever, conceptually or whatever, with the other. So it's like, which one is true? Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, I personally usually try and playtest at 500 and 600, but I'll spend more time at 600 because I think this game is absolutely, in my opinion, this game is correct, like, at 600 to 650 points in your army.
Yeah, that's the best feeling there. You have the right amount that you want in your army. Not too much, not too little.
Right, exactly. 500 always feels like it's like one bad dice roll and you're kind of just, you can just lose. Like, you lose, like, whatever, like, especially if you got a hero. It's like, yeah, you get one bad dice roll and then the hero dies, and it's like, you have nothing. You pretty much have nothing else after that. So it's like, well,
Yeah.
yeah, generally, I would say, like, if you can, at least for me, if it's, like, 600, 650. I don't know if I've played 700 before, but I think I've played close to 650 a couple times. Yeah, I like it. I prefer it at that rate. I just don't enjoy 500 a lot.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
but yeah, in my mind, so it's like when I built Arlene, my personal thing, I like the Kessigs. Like, Kessigs are stupid broken. I mean, you should probably know that from my videos.
Yeah.
I fucking Those guys are just something else.
Yes.
But I got on my stream. But, oh wait, it's probably covered by the camera though, isn't it? Here, let me see if I can shrink this down just a bit. Maybe I'll move it to the other corner temporarily. There. But so like on my stream anyway. But like I got like I usually run Arlinn, Firecats, Rangers, and Mad Prophet, and that's straight up like that's at 600. That's all. That adds up to 600 on the dot. Like that. This is like if I had to pick one army, which is like the best army in the game, it's probably this one.
Yeah, I mean, I see why though. I mean, you have your range, and then for in case you need your
haste.
Like they get close to you, you have your haste.
You have haste, and you just nuke the hell out of them. Firecats are still really good too. Yeah, like Mad Prophet, he's not. Like he's okay for 70. I don't know. He's just not like top tier. Like he's okay. He does his job. He's good against heroes, and that's whatever. He doesn't do it.
I mean, for 70, it's not too bad though. I mean, if it was like 90 or 100 like the other heroes, then yeah, I don't think I would take him with me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I really do. I think like he's actually a well-balanced figure, like well-designed, well-balanced, all that. He's good. But Firecats and the Keswick Rangers are like, yeah, like good, like top-tier shits that like they don't take much and they'll just run stuff over. You know what I mean? Like things just die. It doesn't. You don't have to try. It's crazy. But yeah, like this is why, like, yeah, you're right. But you pretty much nailed it. And at some point, I want to do like a YouTube video, like an analysis on this army. But you pretty much already know what it is. It's like Kessigs nuke everything. If they for some reason get stupid enough to try and get close to Arlinn, you just use haste and bring everything out, kill everything around you. Use the Firecats and the Rangers to still continue to kill everything.
Yeah, it's the same thing I would have done too. Stay away. They get too close. Haste. You know, keep them aside. Stay in range and still do damage.
Yep. But it's the same thing. So like this build is like, yeah, you have the Mad Prophet there, but I only stuff squad buffs in my deck here. Like for this one, I forget what I usually run. But like the entire win con is Firecats and Rangers. They're both squads. Yeah. Like Mad Prophet is pretty much just there, honestly, for haste. In my opinion, he's there for haste. Like I summon him and then he almost never moves. That's just me though.
I mean, he's more like kind of like a backup, just in case your Firecats and all that they get through him.
Yeah, absolutely. The problem is, I mean, if you have an opponent that beat the Firecats and the Kessig Rangers, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you as the player fucked up pretty bad.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of hard to lose with those, along with like Twin Flame, Fire Breathing, Titanic Growth, Snare the Skies. Even Stubborn Resilience is really good on both of those figures. Oh my gosh. But anyway, yeah, like this, I personally think the dual color walkers, and we got on a whole tangent, which is fine. Like when you said like you're trying to like encourage planeswalkers to like use multiple colors of figures. It's like I don't know if that's necessary. I mean, I don't personally believe that. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I just personally don't believe that. I think the two color planeswalkers already have it better than all of the monocolored ones for the most part.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, I was just gonna say. No, yeah, I'm also doing that, like creating squad creatures where it works better when it's just like that certain color, like mono blue or stuff.
Yeah.
Because same thing, I'm trying to make a whole expansion like all around it. Not just like, oh, I'm just gonna make brand new expansion. You gotta use just the new stuff. Or if not, like, oh, these new creatures are better than the old creatures. Nah, nothing. I kind of want to balance it out with old, new.
Right.
Try to see like what you could combine, what makes better.
Yeah, I agree. I like the way you decide to try and do that. That's it's hard to do for sure though. But I definitely 100% personally agree about the whole, like, we need more stuff that says, oh, if your entire army is one color, you get some special bonus. Which white already does a lot of that, which you've probably seen me rant about. When I always rage about white power and all that crap, is just like, white, what's funny is white is like the ultra racist color. I mean, of course, I'm joking, but like white has all these spells that are like, Honor of the Pure is like, oh, if you only have white creatures, then all of your creatures get +1 power and +1, you know, or like they have the other enchantment, which is like all of your white creatures within 4 clear sight spaces of your walker get +1 toughness, and it's like, oh, so white has to stay all white, like I can't use. Yeah, so like when I go to use Nahiri, I can't use Honor of the Pure because I can't use Firecats with Honor of the Pure. Like, it doesn't work at all. But I think we need more of that for the like white is the only color that does that, and it's like, but maybe that's part of the reason why white's the worst color. Honestly, I don't know, but I think I would like to see more of that in other colors to be like, hey, if you do this, you get a bonus or like whatever. You get this card that works really well if you're a monocolor. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree though, because that makes you think too. Like, would this enchantment be better if I take it if I go all mono blue?
Yes.
Or if I don't take this enchantment, would it be better if I combine my army? So it gives you more options. So that'll be a lot better.
Yeah, something to think about. Like, right, if you're taking Kiora, yeah, and you have like like you're saying, like a blue spell that's like, you can only have blue creatures or whatever. If you have any blue, if you have any non-blue spells, this thing doesn't work or it's much weaker. Yeah, then it's like, oh, should I be using green or should I be using colorless stuff? Questions. Yep, I like that. That's what I would want to see more of.
Yeah.
But on that note too, is colorless shit, which I don't know if you've developed colorless spells, but we're developing colorless spells for sure because we want to see it. As I just went on the rant about, hey, we need to encourage more monocolor. I'm also now going into, hey, we're making colorless spells. Oh well. That's fine though. It's about variety, man. It's about having fun and doing whatever the hell you think you want, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not in the moment, but I have created a couple of them because sometimes like ideas come in, so I start putting them down before I forget. So I literally have like 3 different folders. Each one is a different expansion. I already kind of have what I want to expand to it, but I created also artifacts and like colorless spells and enchantments.
Right.
But those are a little bit harder to balance it because you got to think through all the colors, not just one color and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're right. You're entirely right. That's it's insane. That's for sure. The sheer number of playtests I've tried with the colorless spells, and I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to make sure they're perfectly balanced, and it probably won't be. I just don't want to make anything that's egregiously broken. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But the same goes for the colorless creatures too, man. That it's like, when you make a creature, it's like, all right, now we have to see, like, we have to sit here and try and like theory walk, theorize what are its best builds in every color, which is like just so much playtesting. It's kind of why, I mean, most of the colorless spells I think we've playtested, but like other than our 10-point, we have a 10-point hero that we're adding into our set. He's a colorless hero. Like, we have a colorless squad. It's an Eldrazi squad, and then another more expensive colorless Eldrazi hero that we're adding. And it's like we haven't. The squad I think has been reasonably playtested. Like, I'm almost happy, but the hero is like nonsense because like, we played it with like black, and I think we tried it with green, and then of course we're like, okay, we got to try it with white, and the thing was like off the rails. Or wait, was it off the rails? No, I don't remember. I think it was, but now I'm blanking. But I feel like it was like, yeah, like we tried the hero with other colors, and it was like, okay, felt okay. Yeah, then it's like, okay, now we gotta try freaking white, because we know white does all the heroes builds, and I feel like it was like busted. Like we were trying it with like tenacity, with the one spell that like gives, whatever it says. Where's tenacity? I gotta read it because I'm kind of forgetting. Tenacity. All right, yeah, creatures you control get +1 power while attacking figures engaged with the enchanted figure. Yeah. So it's like tenacity with our hero was like, oh my gosh, this thing just got out of control. At least I think that's what we decided. Whatever. Yeah, we just found out, it was like, damn, like this colorless guy might be too good with white, and it's kind of back to the drawing board for the moment. We haven't gotten back to it. It's the whole colorless thing, like I want it to happen, but it's like the most annoying thing to make sure it's like balanced.
Yeah. Especially when you're adding new stuff, you still gotta try it with those new spells, those new creatures that you're adding to it. So it just makes it a lot bigger, a lot more testing.
Yeah, it's a real nightmare. Oh my gosh. But yeah, dude, one of these days we should try and get a game in. I would love to play test some of your shit.
Yeah. I mean, I like to hear more, another perspective, like, I don't mind changing my cards. Like, to me, it seemed good, but then when I hear another person, like, oh, yeah, you're right. Now I see another person's view of you.
No, dude, most of your shit's
like
on point, though. Like, I don't think you're pretty much on the mark. Like, I'm just suggesting a 5-point increase for one spell, which is like almost nothing in my opinion. And even based on what you told me, I'm like, yeah, I could see this actually potentially staying at 25, given your counterpoints, honestly. But like your hero, yeah, like your entertainer guy, like he seems pretty cool. At 100 points, I'm like, yeah, he seems just fine. And I even said, I'm like, yeah, probably a week early game, because like all the squads are at full, like there's a lot of squads. In the end game, he's probably like, dude, you clearly know, like I feel like you know what you're doing. You got your shit in line, like where it needs to be, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I try to play test it before I make a final. And then if it doesn't work out, my play test, change it, do it again until it makes sense. Until at least I get a couple of play tests, at least 5. It did decent, and then I'm like, okay, I think I'll keep whatever it has. I just gotta like increase the cost, and not like reduce the effect or something.
Right. Oh yeah, it's man. Okay. Yeah, man. If you can do playtests on your own, then go for it. I'm glad you do that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind playing testing with you guys. Any my cards or your guys' cards.
Okay. No, you're totally welcome, dude. Like I said, if you ever see us in like the AOTP rooms, like the voice channels, feel free to jump in. Because like if we didn't want people joining, we'd probably find like a private thing, and so that way no one could join. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like if we're in here, it's not private. You know, I wouldn't be jumping in here if I didn't mean for anyone random from the server to join in and just chat with us. That's the whole point. But yeah, like we can schedule something. I'm kind of bad at scheduling because you know I'm married and I got a little child that I got to take care of. So
yeah.
I'm kind of sporadic. Like a lot of nights I'm like, I don't think I'm available tomorrow night, and then like tonight I was like, oh, you know what? Like 8:30, I'm like, all right, I can do this. I got all my shit done. I'm ready. The house is clean, all that. But yeah, we could try and schedule something like for ballpark. I mean, it's 1 o'clock. I gotta get my ass to bed soon. But
alright.
I'm usually on between like 8 to 11 p.m. Sometimes midnight, or sometimes 1 a.m. Apparently, like I am Eastern time now. But yeah, it's usually like 8 to midnight, and I don't know if that works for you. So that's like probably what you said. You're oh my gosh, you're West Coast or whatever. You're 3 hours, right?
3 hours.
So that'd be like 5 to 8 your time. Like, would that ever work for you on some random weekday, whatever?
Yeah, I mean usually Fridays, but just today we like got to work late. We had to stay overtime.
Oh yeah.
Had to drive home, so I literally got home like, oh, okay, I'm gonna play. I just sat myself down on the couch and knocked out.
Yeah, that happens, man. Like, there's some nights I do the same thing. Like, dude, you get beat as hell from work. I get it.
Yeah, but yeah, usually Fridays will be at that time. I would say Saturdays, but Saturdays will be more later in the night. And I know for you guys it's already late. Well, Fridays, like, I think it'll be like either 8 to 9 or 10 Eastern time. It'll be good for me. But that's how I'll be home already.
Okay. Yeah, every day is pretty much. Like, unless we schedule way ahead of time, well, way ahead of time meaning like a few days, but yeah, for me it's usually nighttime, like post 8 p.m. Eastern on pretty much every day of the week, but generally Monday through Friday is usually best for me.
Yeah.
But weekends I can usually do, as long as I can like talk to my wife ahead of time and whatever. But yeah, dude, like what I would need to do though, in order to like get your, I mean, I guess if you post the images in the Discord, that's fine, but like, yeah, I'd have to like grab the images of like whatever shit you want to playtest. Or if you just want to help us playtest our stuff, that's fine with me. Like, I don't care. I'll playtest your shit. Like, I playtest with Shinobi, like, on his stuff, like, all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind either or. I mean, whatever is easier. If you needed me to send it to you, like, in another way, let me know.
No, it's fine. Yeah, if you post the images on the Discord, I can pretty much just, like, download them, put them on Roll20, and then we can, like, dump them in the deck and playtest them. But yeah, if there's anything, like, you particularly want to playtest, just, like, send a message wherever, like in the Discord somewhere, and we could try and schedule something and get a couple games in. Or we can just play some standard old AOTP and see whose Arlin deck is better.
I mean, yours is probably gonna be better with the haste.
Oh, yeah.
And the range.
I'm just shitting. I'm just shitting for the fun of it. But yeah, I mean, I self playtest against like the decks that I think are meta, so it's like whatever. Like, it'd be fun to use like meta decks against other players.
Fine, if you want to do that too.
Yeah, dude. We'll try and beat the shit out of each other really hard. Maybe one of these times. Maybe we'll even put that put that Flame Speaker's Will in one of these decks, in like a Nahiri Heroes Only thing, and see how busted it ends up being. Holy crap!
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, David, good chatting, man. I gotta get my ass to bed. Any final comments you want to make before I kill the stream and leave?
No, just thanks for the input for this one. I mean, like I said, any ideas, any changes, they're welcome.
Cool. That's what we're here for, man. Have some fun playing AOTP. All right. Yeah, it's been a great chat, dude. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. This was fun.
No problem.
We'll see you around. Take it easy. Have a good night, all right?
You too. Have a good night.